undeafen, but I view it there. Okay, now desktop audio is happening and we're good.
Okay.
There you go. TA checks.
It's gonna be a rowdy.
You know the kind of idiots I DM for on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Oh, remember.
I would like to credit the girls for that joke.
And or them. When?
Yep.
Aw, it didn't hit you. It was the fortune rolled up and go tiny.
One of them got dipped in that.
Who are you people?
It's a lot. It was.
No, I'm the figure. You're high.
So do a deed.
Fuck. Whose house is
This is not my.
You may find yourself house, and you find yourself with a beautiful wife. You may ask yourself,
All right.
how?
All right. Bring it down a notch.
My God, what have
I
I
mean, what's gonna
done?
happen? Is the owner of the house gonna kick him out?
I tripped.
Same as it ever was.
You tripped.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
My favorite one is the G-Man remake of that.
That was a really good
It was
remake.
a really good remake.
Like a anyway, we're live and supposed to be playing D&D.
Yeah.
What? Are we live? Fuck!
I'm gonna roll a dice for the first. Fuck you, the one. This is cursed.
That's a bad omen.
Did you roll a D20?
I almost got one.
Filling out my stein.
Roll a D20.
I almost got it.
Sorry. Alright.
I rolled
Alright.
7, but it was this close to being a 1.
I wonder how much footwork this thing is doing trying to
Two one. That's double bad.
Thanks for coming, DM.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Your character died.
Oh. I rolled a 7, a 1, a 4.
He says
Not
walks
me.
to the back.
I rolled a 7, a 1, a 4, and a 6. RJ, what are these cum dice?
All right.
You like
I-
your character?
Like that.
Oh, wait.
I'm ready.
6?
They're ready too. They're just getting a little carried away.
14.
19, there we go, okay.
There's more. I was waiting for 3 of them to stop talking over each other.
Okay.
All right. So, some shit happened last week. If you'll all recall.
I'm sorry, we didn't do anything.
No, you didn't do anything last week. Of your own volition, you didn't do anything. That's not true, actually. You took injured guard to the Helix Institute.
We'll say
You did.
that literally
You hoisted him over your mighty Leonin
my
shoulders.
favorite line from this entire campaign is Dobby just came in here covered in blood and tried to sell us soap.
Would anyone like some soap? Dobby, why are you covered in blood?
Clem bursting in. What happened? Cedric, Dobby came in here covered in blood and tried to sell us soap. And then later, Clem just dragging him out of the pond through the house.
His collar.
Just the tuft of his collar.
What?
What are you doing?
Hey.
So yeah, you guys did some experimentation with the orb. You found out it doesn't like magic all too much. Zeshi found that out particularly, and so did Edma. How'd it feel being a catnip plant for a solid minute?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
that happened. That happened.
Yeah. I'm just
That all happened. Clem had a pretty sweet little heart-to-heart with Valile. Gave some rules. Valile gave her back a rule.
Leave if you don't like it anymore. We'll see about that.
I mean, we'll see, but, she'll say what she will. She also recommended Edma needs more fun in her diet.
Edma has plenty of fun in her diet. It's called hunting.
But Ethan,
Oh, the kid doesn't know that.
What is fun?
Well, you see, F is for...
Stuck together, U is for you and me.
Try it! Down here in the deep blue sea.
All right, we're gonna get copyright claimed.
We
No,
I'm getting copyright claim.
You're not just playing.
I have done nothing but played copyright songs in this campaign. If we're only now getting DMC.
I was the first one to do it.
Yeah, you actually.
You were the first one to get the channel copyright strike.
It was not strike, just claimed.
Yeah, just claimed videos.
Your channel.
I haven't gotten any
It
copyright.
was me, Mary.
Anyway,
Anyway, the Orblator exploded while Davi was out trying to pull a bit of a Jeffy Bezos and undersell the local tavern owner. Didn't go well.
Well, some other bird.
He checked in on the explosion, saw the carnage, left. I'm kidding. He took the guard captain to the Helix Institute, then left. And that's when he got all of you involved.
Yo, you guys are all fucking dying. Sucks.
You know, that sounds like a Thalos thing. Thankfully, RJ's not playing Thalos, otherwise, I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot more people would be dead, period. And it might include him.
Thalos walks into a massacre.
No, my favorite joke that I've ever made about death was when Reese got brought back. And I just made the joke, you've just come back from being dead. I know it's such a shocking and terrible revelation. Ha! Lit. Anyway, my house is haunted.
I think I literally came back with the words, "That motherfucker!"
That was your quote.
Dude was like, "You were just
You were just,
dead. Are you good?" And like, "Oh yeah, I've done it before."
what? Yeah, no, that's Tuesday.
Anyway, my house is haunted. We can talk about
Anyway, my tavern's got ghost rats. Excuse me.
I have to go take care of that. Pardon me.
Anywho, you were all, after a lot of spell slots expended by Clem to get Captain Rockrick in fairly decent health. Not great health, but good enough to stand. Well, that part's debatable. She stood anyway. Talk with Valile, and you were all in the lobby of the Helix Institute after the healing. What would you like to do? The healing.
So it appears we have a job to do.
so
You know, the explosion, the
right. I mean, well, what's our current status on leads?
zilch at the moment, other than the other cities or towns that they had on that map.
Was worried nobody remembered that.
That's true.
I mean, zilch on this continent.
Do we still have that?
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah, just take it out, unfurl it.
Yeah, the trade line's going from that chapel that you're pretty sure is now Ash. Or not, you know. You guys kind of left mid-blaze, so
True.
it is Schrodinger's Ash.
And is it just like the map? Is it like just like darts on a board, or is there like some sort of line that can be traced along?
No, there are lines. There are trade or shipping routes, probably more accurately.
I guess what I'm trying to do is it possible to discern where it seems like they're going next? From
No, they're all the same color. There's no dates.
Sure.
I'm gonna say that, and there's gonna be a recording of me saying specifically, "Oh yeah, there's dates on all of them." I don't watch my own show.
It just remember being like dotted lines to different towns and cities and stuff.
I don't think I put any.
So I'm beelining for Pharos because I'm kind of
Because
Right now, we don't have any ideas.
No, and it seems like heading them off is out.
Could we go to the east?
What's east?
I'm searching for someone, and I believe he spoke recently.
Well, if we're just, throwing proverbial darts at a dartboard, I don't see why not, but I feel like we should see if we can.
Are we all there right now?
I think
all five of you were in the lobby.
I feel like we should see if we can get something.
You had just been reached.
so you're good and calm now.
No, they're shocking.
If you'll remember, Clem took you into one of the rooms, got the hose, and
Just because you wouldn't stop going, it's sticky.
wouldn't stop crying.
Just shut up. Then take a bath.
Shut up, let it wash over you.
Literally. What were the other towns on there?
Looking at the map, there is the town of Mizrin, a little bit north of here. Probably
I'm gonna be a
couple
good,
days.
be a good player.
A couple
Hold on
days.
a second.
Well, by foot,
Yeah.
Definitely
How many
less
days is
by-
it to Dragon's Maw?
Probably like a week.
yeah, probably about a week. Yeah, it's pretty off there. You know, Yargoth likes his privacy.
Does.
He does.
So I just realized, do I recognize any of these towns from my traveling ways?
From your traveling ways. Interesting.
I never stay with my usually stay one more.
Yes, you do. So, for the sake of Phoebe's notes, yep. Oh, wasn't me.
How could you do this?
Damage control.
Damage control.
Trust you people with liquids.
I haven't done anything.
Look, at least I. That is. Yeah, I just noticed the floor first.
We're dead set on
Look,
destroying your table.
To be fair, we're just breaking it in, okay?
Breaking it in.
To be fair,
No more
I
drinks at
contained
the
the
table.
first. I contained the first bottle.
Table unless it's
It wasn't clean, but it was an answer.
Yeah.
Get it off. It's not water.
It's empty.
It's not empty. Okay, now it's empty.
It's empty.
Let's all just be careful. Accidents happen.
Okay.
I know.
You said Mizran to the north?
Mizren, yes. Misren. You do know that name. You don't know that name.
Have I?
Okay.
No, Clem knows it not from personal experience, but from talking to someone else. Let me be smart and double check the name I gave that NPC instead of trying to remember it. Because I don't trust myself to remember an NPC that's been talked to like once.
Gotta get on his shoes.
Right. So back in Thalorn, the general store, Lynn, who is not supposed to be running it, she's the brother of the sister of the owner.
Right.
You remember she said he went to Mizren about 2 weeks ago, and he should have been back by now.
Right. Okay.
It's like a week's round trip at most.
We do need to check in there anyway. Okay.
Seshi, on the other hand, is familiar with the city of Lavinia, also marked on here. You remember it,
LE or LA?
L.A.
Grab this.
That's not where I thought that hatch was.
What's up, fucker?
I literally checked for the hatch when I went to the bathroom. I didn't think it was there. I thought it was somewhere a little further. That's kind of rad.
Ceiling cat.
That's what the day we were moving in. I was such a
Yeah, Lavin.
Fucking act like we did nothing.
Sorry, 5 different noises.
You are okay. Lavinia.
And what does
Lavinia,
that know?
and that's to the
That's to the east. What you know is fairly sized city, had a big chapel to a forgotten god, or forgotten, not really worshipped any longer. Fairly religious city, you recall. And there was a brief moment where you bumped into Lexa there, and you guys wanted to have a competition to see who could be called the Antichrist first, but then you thought, actually, we want dinner, and that'll get us thrown
What
out.
are the concept of the Antichrist in the Forgotten Realms?
About the spawn of Asmodeus.
There we go.
Occasionally, you might have to translate what I'm saying.
Yes.
Um,
Sorry, I was going to say hello to RJ's camera.
You remember it had a pretty big population. Everything seemed pretty good over there. You know, your takes on religion aside, the city was fairly nice. Only the normal amount of dickheads. But yeah, the big centerpiece was certainly that old chapel, which you did go into. You know, it allows visitors. It was nice. Well kept, well maintained, actually. And there is
You need me to
one.
come and paint out all of the screw dots in your wall.
Just cover them with something.
Yeah, paint them with little gray bits. Got all of them in the mortar nicely, which was pleasant.
You know, let's get some putty. Just swipe that. That's a
Anyway.
terrible idea.
Anyway,
I might
Anyway,
session.
It's okay. You did kind of get it all over your lap. Yeah. And be a bit sticky.
Yeah, I thought
Glad one of it poured on me. A
Mr.
little bit that got on my coat, but that's okay. Wash that.
You doing Mr. Grinch me?
I just grinched you, yeah.
Clumsy one. Mr. Child.
Dude, my workplace put up Christmas decorations the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so that's about right.
gotta do it.
What's the next one?
I was just like,
The town of Lefare, Leyfare.
yeah, they get those.
Nobody here is currently familiar with that, and that's
You just scooted away.
Cardinal direction?
southeast.
Distance?
What?
Um,
I'll be sticky late.
you'd be best off stopping in at Fallorn if you're heading to Lefare. It's a little bit past southeast from there as well. So straight from Faros, probably about 3 days' time.
Okay, so the closest one is the first one you mentioned.
The closest one is probably Mizrin. You could get there in about 3 days by foot.
Well, we might as well go. there
Probably
first.
a day and a half by car.
Unless anyone has any ideas of how to find any further leads
So
here.
Mizraim, you said, was the missing brother, correct?
Yes, Mizrin has the general store's missing owner and Lynn's missing brother.
If they're done here, they wouldn't have left any people behind.
It seems like they wanted to leave behind that mess.
I think it's just in our heads
A full-on world map?
that we're looking at.
Oh no, not a physical. I could do that. Yeah, like next week. That's a good idea.
Map.
Huh?
Like a world map.
I mean, I'll probably just do both. You know, do a world map, then zoom in on the one area you guys have on your map, and just print that off and hand it to whoever. Yeah, no, I kind of did forget. It's a good time for physical props.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's a goal for next week.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Fuck you.
Alright, well. I'm game to head for Mizrin if everyone else is.
Sounds like a good idea.
I have to return this book though.
Oh, right, the books. Good point.
I think just about everyone.
Don't want to deal with whatever nasty thing will happen when you try to leave.
Sure, you kind of got soaked.
I'm fine. Really. Sorry to drive.
Very well versed.
This is Under Armour and these are jeans. I'm not going to get that bad.
Alright,
Well, I could do with at least one more night in my own bed.
Dobby.
Yes.
That wasn't Dobby. Who's that imposter?
Skinwalker.
Skinwalker.
I'm good. We're going to need to return the books that we
Fucking
bought.
okay.
So, do you have that animal book still?
I think he ate it.
Big, kind of squarey piece.
I believe so.
Yes, Dobby.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
No, that was a lie.
What's this library book?
It's the book you need to return.
Why do you have to return it?
Because you're borrowing.
I did not borrow it. Cedric borrowed it.
And then I lent it to you and you were borrowing it from me.
Did you?
Are you a library Cedric?
Only in so much as things can be borrowed from me as can from anyone
So
after.
you're telling Davi that Davi can borrow whatever he wants
If-
from you
with
at any time.
permission.
Do you want to know what?
Permission.
The last you heard, it just can't be done. You remember one guy tried to? In fact, you were there. You were running an errand at the general store, you believe. And you saw this guy sprint past with a couple of books. And you remember he just had it under his arm. And it looked like when he tried to leave the arms, it looks like he just got clotheslined and the books wouldn't go past a certain point.
And is it leaving it without having returned the books, or is it leaving while you have the books in your possession?
Well, if you haven't
That's
returned
kind
the
of the same
books, I
thing.
don't know how.
Well, no, if the books are still here though, and you try
yeah.
to leave without them, well,
You
that-
left them at Clem's house, they just stay there because they're still in town.
Yeah.
But you might get like a time fee. What is the smoke?
She might come
it's innocent.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is that?
to celebrate.
My bed on fire.
Nice.
Now jump on.
Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it.
Anyway,
The 90s existed again. Got it.
so
That shit me, but the THX didn't. I love THX jokes, and I didn't.
I said the 90s existed again.
I mean, I guess let's see if we can find the book so we can return it, and if not, we'll see if we can leave.
Davi, where did you put the book?
All for this.
Did I get a history check? See if Davi remembers where he put the book.
A history check.
Or-
It's so bad that
Or we could go to the house and make an investigation.
No, a book just isn't high on his list of things to remember.
I got it.
Investigation it is.
So, I mean, you didn't check out the book. Cedric did. Doesn't Cedric have it?
Seems like you're the one that checked out the book, so you have to be responsible for it. David did not borrow. You borrowed for David. So, by the, as they
He
say,
doesn't remember where he put the book.
transitive property, you're the one. Greg, you're the one responsible.
You use words like that. You can't remember where a book is.
you know that word without knowing the difference between a dog and a horse.
Never say the word transitive property.
Speaking of, did you really learn the difference between a dog and a
David's going to take his transitional property somewhere else.
All right, I guess we're going back to the house to try and find the book.
Yeah, you do notice a lot of the Institute workers are like giving you all weird looks, arguing in the lobby.
It's probably
I'll try to like give them a death glare to like mind their own business.
They're nice people. Just
So she's doing what I'm doing right now, just like smirking in the back, just eating.
munching on some.
It's actually for some like popcorn or something, some pretzels. But she just dipped into some rations and was like, "Oh, hey, I still have these."
Candy. Like, I'm gonna eat my candy smugly while staring Cedric down.
While we're walking, Emma's going,
Okay.
but she's trying to just focus on doing whatever they're doing. So she's scarfing it down. She's rushing, she's had a long day.
Yeah, you haven't eaten in a bit. You realize I need to eat, but I also need to focus on other stuff. Down the hatch.
She's got a big enough mouth.
Yeah, she is a.
We could probably swallow the entire ration.
Oh yeah,
No,
Ooh.
that's what she does.
she's a big girl.
She pulls out a ration instead of neatly eating it like she normally does. She just she didn't even unwrap it or like do anything. Oh,
I could make you dinner at home, right? We're still here. You could have all the fruit you want. As long as you're not a cannibal.
While you're all walking down the
Yeah,
road,
no little Leonie here.
um,
Why would you be a cannibal?
Clem, so you spot a fairly large beetle flying down the road, and it seems to be holding something in its legs. A little rolled up piece of paper, and it just flies over and hovers in front of you for a second.
Drone mail. It's been invented.
Valile, I presume.
The better.
I've never seen her do this.
The beetle just flies away back towards your house.
What does it say?
In Valile scribble, it says test.
That's worrying.
I think it's pretty cool.
See, the Beatles know me though, so I wonder how she's going to test this with other people.
think
And I look down the road to see if there are any more beetles.
Think if Lily got enough beats,
Not at the
let's
moment,
grab
you
onto
see-
Davi.
Not enough beetles now. You
You're
could.
good. Can't you fly?
Dobby's not a bird. Dobby's giant. Giants can fly.
Kenku
Okay,
don't
you have
fly.
stones.
Edma.
Actually,
They glide.
you do recall Yargoth mentioning some storm giants could basically walk on clouds, which was like flying.
Well, okay. Technically, it's
And there are cloud giants.
technically it's not flying. It's more like walking on the clouds, but it's not the same.
Also, you're not a cloud giant. So.
Also, Dobby's not cloud giant. He's storm giant because he can zip zap.
You could glide though.
What do you mean glide?
Use those funny little giant wings of yours and you go up somewhere really high and spread them out really wide. You could glide.
That sounds ridiculous.
Try it.
No,
Why not?
because
Are you scared?
no, Dobby's not scared.
Then prove me wrong, because I'll think you're scared until you try it.
Right, clam.
Adult female.
You're
Owner's child
You're
into jumping off.
You're on the clam. Dobby's not afraid. Dobby's not afraid.
Local mom friend figures out how to get Dobby to comply.
I didn't mention girls, I mentioned heights.
That too. And
There's plenty of trees.
all right, I'm gonna climb the nearest tree.
Give me an athletics check
All right.
to angrily scramble up a tree.
Nice. That's
So she's gonna go up to you, Clem, and be like, "That is both worrying and hilarious that you just did that."
The only way to encourage them is to play into their own mannerisms.
You all just watch, and he latches onto basically a pine tree, an evergreen, and he just scrambles up, and you just kind of lose him in the pines for a minute, and he just pops out on top.
right, clam. Show you a dog's not
And then
afraid.
their wings out wide. I mean,
Not
arms.
wings.
Giant arms, yes, put them out wide.
In preparation, I'm gonna prepare a gust. I'm
Dominance.
gonna prepare a gust just in case I need to blow him up a little bit.
Gotcha. As this happening, you just going for it?
Sitting there, just going, okay. Dobby's like kind of wobbling up on the treetop. Dobby, going to talk clam. The Dobby's not scared of girl heights.
Make sure to keep your arms out the entire way down.
Sure thing, clam.
If he dies, he's not going.
I'll catch him.
And then he's gonna
He hasn't signed a contract, and I'm pretty sure he's too young to consent to that, so.
gonna pull Stickford out and go, okay, Stickford. Dobby has a small feeling in his gut that is possibly maybe tiny little bit bad, like, but friend is challenging us. We want to look cool, alright? So what should Dobby do? Dobby, what is wrong with you? He's gonna put Stickford away. Okay, Cliff. Dobby's gonna do it now.
Any day now, darling.
Okay.
Face your fear of girls, Dobby.
What? Oh, he's gonna say what? He's gonna look down and lose balance. Go what?
Steady!
This up just in case. In
What?
case. You all see Dobby flailing, and it takes a second. You're like, yeah, he's a bird. Wait, there's nothing connecting his arms to his. Oh, he doesn't have wings.
What?
Kenku don't have wings.
I'm not saying he's flying, he's gliding.
I know, but he's got nothing here. Like, I looked it up.
Think you don't have wings?
What's it like a glide?
As far as I know, no.
Since fucking when?
I'll double check. Hang on. I will double check. Your base walking speed, 30 feet, expert forgery.
And his thing, I glided down from the fucking in window. When did that change? Hmm.
So
If that wasn't the case, then I wouldn't have convinced him. But I swear to God, there was a gliding.
We already convinced
yeah,
him.
it's a little late for that.
I feel like I didn't mean to do that.
How far away is this tree from me?
I'm using gust.
There's that.
Okay, so you cast Gust, and
Because I had a thought. So there's nothing in the text that. So there's something that Cedric doesn't know he can do, but I don't. There's nothing in the text that says that my echo can catch things. But I was thinking that in instinct, I could try and like throw out my echo to try and catch him, like not even knowing what I'm doing. Your call.
Okay, that's interesting. So,
I'm having a fucking Mandela effect moment right now. It's making me
I think-
super angry.
I think Quinn just made a judgment call on the moment.
It's making me very
I
angry.
probably did.
I don't think this was a texting. I think he didn't want to break a moment to look it up.
It was a long time ago as well.
We were just starting,
Yeah.
frankly, none of us knew what we were doing.
That was session 1.
Yep.
That was right after.
So-
Damn.
No, I did some little stuff here and there,
gonna
but
say.
nothing that serious.
So, Zeshi, you've got this gust spell going, and you're like, okay, good, it's slowing him down. Oh, he's falling out of it. Hang on. And Zeshi's just backing up over and over, and
I'll run under him to try and catch him.
okay, so you run under him, arms out, and Cedric's just kind of like, what? And then just, you all just see this, like, ethereal, almost mist-like copy of Cedric step out from him
What?
and stand next to you, also arms out, and Davi just lands in between you two.
Ah, that was close.
At which point,
I see
What? Wait, why am I? But here's the thing: I see through my own eyes, so now I'm just like, wait, what the? What was that? What? Why am I over there? But I'm looking from two.
Cedric, the ghosts are back.
What is?
No, I think this is something different.
I'm go. I
Can you undo this so we can think for a
you
moment?
do vaguely recognize this thing. Wasn't this what you saw right after that
Yeah.
energy from the tree went through you?
I'm gonna just experimentally try to like have it put Davi down.
I'll help, I guess. If it...
Yeah, it mimics your movements. Just sets him down.
Cedric, darling, what the hell is this?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Just saw.
You weren't thinking.
I saw Davi falling, and I said I need to get there and catch him, and then
And while he's speaking, you're all watching the clone make the exact same movements in perfect synchronization.
I'll be like, stop that.
This is really interesting.
It's facing you and mouths the same thing back.
David just fell from there and there. So first thing on the
You
agenda,
get a cool badge.
he's gonna point to Clem and go. Second thing on the agenda, he falls to his knees, hands on the ground.
I'm going to. I feel like I'm going to will it to move like up to me,
Okay.
which I can do.
Yeah.
And so, what does that look like?
It's weird. Like, it's detailed, but at the same time, there's a slight fuzz over it. And it has very light colors, a lot of whites and grays.
Are you like a, I don't know, a changeling mixed with that one spell that makes multiples of you?
Hell if I know.
All right, first things first, we got to test. So she's going to walk up to the copy, slap it.
Bitch slap.
So it has 16 and 1 hit point, so roll to attack.
Go for it. Roll to slap.
Does your unarmed strike even do anything?
I'm rolling a 3. I don't care what my own modifier is.
So you just hit this thing, and it just, like, the head just readjusts to where Cedric's head is sitting.
I'm gonna walk up and just go, not like.
I'm gonna walk up to
Roll an attack. Matt, I order you to roll a die.
12 plus whatever your modifier is going to do
Edmund's
it.
got a pretty decent modifier.
Edma's a fighter.
A Leonin fighter.
Yes. And that's a claw.
Maybe it is a claw.
Plus 5, so that's a 17.
17. So you just it's like passing through mist, and the whole thing just evaporates. And then what mist is left just flies back into Cedric's chest.
Did you feel that?
Did I?
Not really. It's like a slightly brisk wind passing by you.
I just want to say.
Unfortunately, I wanted to try some of this island tests.
One sustained.
I'm gonna like crouch next to you and just like rub your back.
Off in the distance. Off in the
It's okay,
distance.
Dobby.
While he's streaming up on the ground right there, off in the distance, you just hear of a bread gremlin.
Oh. Right. There's no bread here.
Just line up Davi screaming from falling, Vine Ripper screaming due to no bread hut, and Al screaming because there's dirt on the floor.
Screaming because existential crisis.
Oh yeah, and Thalos screaming that he's sad. And then, just throw in some random harrow screeches.
Nah. Probably.
Yeah, he do be screeching.
You probably had something to do.
So
Oh, certainly.
that was different.
Certainly.
Think you can do that again?
Just
Well, you said it came forth from you needing to do something.
Davi's gonna get up.
So,
Okay, Davi can try climb the tree again, so Cinder can do the thing.
no.
wait.
You do need to help me out a little. How many times per day can you do that?
I can will it out at will.
Right, it's just an action to will it out, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, as he reaches out, the form just pops out. It actually kind of bumps into you, Davi. Not hard, but just kind of bumps into you.
Wow, that's cool.
I'm gonna
You can be the mom that's in two places at once, Cedric.
I'm gonna stand up and like try and manipulate the arms separate of what he's doing. Just to see if it moves. With like gentle coercion instead of just the face moving because someone hit it.
Oh, there's so many things you could do than now just two of you, Cedric. You could play a game by yourself. You could play catch with yourself.
I'm
You
gonna
just
say
chess by yourself. You put a date with yourself.
That doesn't sound very fun. I don't think this.
Well, how many gentlemen? There's not two of you.
I don't think this gentleman speaks.
Well, let the gentleman speak.
It just does the same thing.
yeah, I'm gonna say you can just kind of move its around.
And then when I let go,
It just falls back to wherever his arms are.
Oh, we should put strings on it and make it like a little Cedric
I
puppet.
don't like
I want to walk up and try to trip it, like just like sweep select.
It's.
Or would that just pass through?
It has an AC and a hit point, so that's.
We're just taking our frustrations out on Cedric.
Not said,
It's immune to all conditions, so maybe is it immune to prone?
That is a condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can't be. Yeah, so your leg just kind of passes through and the legs just reform.
Well, that's weird.
Can I climb on it?
Up to you how much physical form this thing has.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm
Yeah.
like, this doesn't actually specify its physical nature. I'm gonna say since Clem could touch it and move it around, yeah.
I'm gonna climb on the Cedric copy and
Try to
stand on his shoulder and go, look, Cedric, I'm on top of your doppelganger.
You try moving it with the arm.
I'll will it to move.
Oh, this is cool. We should try this in combat sometime. I get on the shoulders of your copy and I turn into the zippy zap tank.
I think I feel.
Curious, Edma, pick up real Cedric.
I picked up Cedric.
I think I can. I'm gonna swap places with it.
Yeah, as you're just picking him up, suddenly you're holding the copy and Cedric now has Davi standing on his shoulder.
Oh, nice, Cedric.
I want to throw the copy.
So nice of you to heal it for me.
I don't understand why you're so violent with the copy.
I want to know its limits.
I think its limits are a stiff breeze.
Yeah, as you throw it and it just kind of flails for a second and
Dobby down.
Wow, it's a bit cool, Cedric. And all I got to do is shoot lightning out of my finger.
That's pretty cool, Davi, actually. That's pretty.
So she holds up her hands. Damn right it is.
You shoot lightning too, is that she?
He's gonna have later
I should.
fingers up with some shocking grass.
I think I trust the lot of you enough at this point to let you. And this is as good as time as any to let you know.
Have you all stopped walking while this is happening, by the way?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. So I've been doing a little. I let her know about this. We've been doing a little research into it, but I am not exactly what I think would be considered alive.
It's basically a walking corpse, but with all of the sentience of a normal person.
She's just gonna look at him. She's just gonna look at him. Like,
No hungering
never-
for flesh.
There is no way
terrifying. I
that
feel more
live
terrified
person.
for him.
There's no way that live
Honestly, the face well, he's actually asleep. A lot more terrifying than the concept of his existence.
Well, Cedric could have
Did
that.
I not tell you? Oh my! Might as well try and make a mimicry of it, describing it as
I think I'll pass. But yes, no. I don't know what this is. Presumably, that's something to do with that. There's some sort of machinery or arcane contraption in my chest.
it's a cage
A cage.
around
Yes.
his heart, suspended by his bones.
Cedric,
And you two still have the drawing of that
you're
cage.
a little-
Yeah, I'll pull my sketchbook out and show you guys.
I
No,
think
it's hot.
it's literal.
Show you a picture.
Oh, there's a giant song about that.
What?
Yeah, but it's like, the Giants, they sing songs. Like, I think maybe Sherwood Gardens song about this guy. I don't remember what the lyrics were. Your heart's in the cage. You want to come out. Giant, come down the mountain tonight. I think.
I don't know what genre that is, and I don't really care to know.
Very strange.
Stomping around. The forest go down. Stomp the town. They should stop. That's me.
Are these
Just the melody of
Are these
that.
perchance rock giants singing this song? Are these perchance rock giants singing this song?
No, I think it's a fun.
Shame.
I'll have to ask the next giant we've seen what type of songs he likes.
When I see this magical cage, do I have any thoughts on it? Like arcane wise?
I think I showed it to you already, and we
I didn't see this.
You showed it to Jalebi.
right, and I was like, this is someone else, but
Yeah,
I never showed it to Rescue.
I doubt it. But
You have never seen something like this. You're kind of like, how
how does that work?
does that connect? It's attached to his. Oh God.
Yeah, Zephy's just looking at the picture now. Like she kind of figured you weren't exactly alive, but this is not what she was expecting. Now she sees this cage, she's just like scratching her head, like, what the?
Then she's like, man, I'm good at calculus. Oh, here's some theoretical physics. Some what? Oh God.
Describing the bones the different suspensions are attached to, and like pointing at him and gesturing where it would be.
It's okay. Dead or alive, we're still our friends here.
That gives me some comfort.
We still have to go find the book that the librarian.
Still curious as to what kind of person you were before all this.
I guess it's as good as mine. I'd like to think something like as I am now.
I think Cedric was the best mom ever. Or he could get that too, dog.
Bobby,
One of us is definitely wrong. I'm not going to say who.
Dobby,
It's probably it.
Dobby.
Let's go look for a book.
I'll agree with you.
Oh, thank you, Agmar.
Yeah, I think we can go to the house and look for the book now.
Okay. So you all get back to the house. In the front door, first thing is Lucky's actually sitting in the main room, watching the door.
Oh, hello, Mr. Lucky.
Pepper.
He looks a lot better.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna pet him on the head.
It's our dog.
His good back leg will start
Edma is a
bumping
basic
against the
dog.
ground.
Mr. Lucky has the spot. He likes the pats on the head.
Edma will hesitate to try to pet the dog.
Lucky will reach out, sniff your hand, and then just lick your finger.
I'll just go ahead and cast speak with
And
it.
then just
Speak with them. You gotta speak with them.
all right.
How are you doing, little one?
My leg feels better.
Better?
I can walk. It's sore, but not painful.
I was wondering if you wanted to go back with Are you looking?
You know,
I got a hair in my mouth.
Here, open wide. Oh, it's a long one. One of the relays, I think.
It's the color of Edna's fur.
Oh. When you're healed, did you want to return to the wild? Or I could give you the option to stick around with me. I'd appreciate the company.
I mean, I don't know if I have a family anymore.
As far as I could tell, the animals that are crystal are still crystal. So it's likely that your family is still not safe to be around. We'll put it that way. You always have a home here, though.
It is nice.
As well, you could travel the wilds with us. Here, let me see your leg. And with my first level, I think I can. Yeah, casting a cure wounds. Six, 7, 8, 9 hit points.
Okay, so underneath the bandage, wound didn't look too bad. It's looking pretty good. A little bit of scarring. You think that might go away,
Okay,
but the actual damage seems pretty repaired.
gotcha.
Oh, that is much better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is so much better.
hey, Clam,
Mm-hmm.
you asked Rocky if he's seen any giants.
When would he have seen giants?
Oh.
The
Get the-
bird friend, Davi, wants to know if you've seen any giants before.
Hmm.
I doubt there are any near this area.
Also, I think relatively
No.
we're all giants.
I was gonna say, does the wolf know what he's actually specifically asking for?
He hasn't.
Good question.
Fine.
Alright, to business. Let's see if we can find this book.
All right, we all
You
roll
messed up.
investigation.
We'll be here another night. You can make a decision then.
Boy. You might want to tell that friend, that one. It doesn't smell good. He should get a bath.
Well, technically he's dead, so I don't think he can deal with his.
He's what?
It's complicated, but
Why does he look concerned?
like dead and alive.
If
Yeah.
he's dead,
He's not a zombie.
can I have his bones?
No, he still needs those.
Why is he drooling?
Don't worry about it.
He's just gonna literally lean over to Cedric and just like help him start running.
I do have some femurs in the basement. They're particularly hard to destroy, so if you want them.
Oh boy! Don't make me. Mickey's one impression I'm actually pretty good at.
Oh my fucking god, that's cursed.
You want to escape the apocalypse, huh?
I don't like that.
Gosh. What do you think?
Bad touch.
I'll let you into the movie. It's only $14. Oh, you're in. Anyway.
All right, I'm gonna go home.
I love satanic Mickey. Alright, investigation.
Yeah, roll it.
Everyone or just
Whoever would like to.
I'll do it.
It's an 11 minus 1.
Somebody.
An 11 plus
Yes.
2 is 13.
11s. I got a 16.
Too late.
Hold on, that was a natural 16. I need to do my.
You couldn't remember where you found it, but it's like, where do I usually put things?
8 with a 18.
Okay, so
Walks in the park.
So, all of you guys are looking around. You're like, okay, did he put it under something? Cushions? Maybe over here. And Clem, you're looking around, and you spot Davi just full on.
Sitting on it.
At this book, the book, just sitting on the coffee table, and he's staring at it.
Where did I put it?
Is this? I'm pretty sure this is a book.
Davi, are you okay?
Lost in thought. I was thinking whether this is, the book.
It is.
It's got the pictures that Cedric wanted to show me, and it says it's from this library.
Yes, Doggy,
What?
that's the book.
There's like all these other books over there on that shelf and on that shelf.
Those book. If you've been staring at the book for at least the last
Couple of minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay, I found the book.
I'll come in and take.
2 books.
Well, yes, let's get going, I suppose. Let's
See Cedric fail like really.
I have one last question.
Librarian.
Transitive property.
Librarian.
Lion.
Lie. Repeat after me. Lie.
They lie a lot.
She
No,
ends out right and said
lie.
lion, so I looked over at you because I'm like,
Liars.
just a,
Repeat after
yeah,
me.
it's like there's a
Lie.
lion that's kind
Repeat
of close.
after me.
okay.
You're gonna start doing it in your repeat after me.
Lie.
Lie.
Rare.
Prayer.
Ian.
Ian.
Librarian.
Librarian.
There you go.
So Davi starts talking in your voice, and Lucky's ears just ping back, and he starts growling it.
Don't
with him.
worry about it. It's a thing. Kinku.
Thank you.
They copy. Whatever I say, he can say in my voice, or your bark. Bark.
I was gonna say something on my own until.
I like that.
Or howl.
Can you repeat that back?
Yeah, that's our thing.
I'll repeat it back.
Yeah, try it. Make a sound.
I don't want him to copy it.
Then don't, I guess.
This is just.
As far as I know, this one in particular doesn't like
make
copying
him, like,
unless
insult
it's completely up to spite or
I was just gonna say everyone's gonna have to
some
just,
other
like start snickering.
purpose.
It's just like. What? That's just all the giants big. All giants can do it.
I just gonna look down at it like, yeah.
Your little friend is nice.
You're right.
Beshi, I don't believe that he will ever accept the fact he's Kenku unless his giant adoptive father says he is not a giant.
Well, I didn't say anything. I was just encouraging him. It's like, yeah. You
Actually.
keep on-
You gotta say, your little friend is nice. Looks over at Davi. You feather this little friend.
Oh, you mean not a daughter. My lord.
Speaking of which, where
Is that what we call her? A ward?
Not good.
A ward.
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 so hard.
Pardon me, I have.
Davi accidentally cast Time Stop, including on himself.
So,
Nobody.
Stinkbird.
He's the only one that can move. He walks in front of us, turns to Dobby, says that.
Nobody. What have you done?
Bobby, I've had enough to hear with you. I will now teach you a lesson.
Did I tell you would have suffered impediment even more that thing of your giant father? Oh my god. Yes, your ward.
Child I am in care of.
Yes, she's nice. She was.
Her name is Valile.
Oh, Lee.
Salo,
That's very nice.
where is Valile? Salo, we still have to ask her about her beetle
I
balloon
don't
circus.
respond to that.
Hmm?
Was there no response to whatever you just said?
What?
When
What?
people say bless you and thank you, you said,
Salo.
yeah. Is the response to that?
Oh, yes.
Gracias?
It's Spanish.
Oh, salud. Okay.
Salud.
Sounded different.
Yeah, so. I mean, none of you
I thought you
currently.
were talking about what I was saying, but she was saying
No.
I'm confused.
Yeah, none of you currently see Valile.
Yeah, well, it's kind of.
Probably around.
It's kind of.
I'm gonna go to the shop and ring the desk bell.
So you ring the desk bell, and the back door squeaks open. You hear a little pitter patter of feet. A stool squeaks in front of the desk, and she climbs up. Hello, welcome to. Clam, you're not you're an employee. You're not a customer. Stop testing me.
Couldn't find you, and I knew this was the easiest way to find you. Oh, so I got your beetle.
Oh, good. Good. That's how I'm going to talk to you while you're out on adventures.
So I can give the beetles messages back, correct?
You know where I am. They know me, and they know you.
Right? It's got to be.
I don't think they know your friends.
Just
They know of your friends, but I don't think that really counts because I don't think they can hone in like they can hone in on us.
That's fair.
in the other
They could
room, I'm just
probably
gonna be
do
honestly
Uber Eats.
grabbing Lucky's face and just going,
You should test that. Might be a
His
good.
phone's just hanging out.
Mr. Watt.
Might be a good tool in case you need her in an emergency.
Did you ask her if we're having a sleepover?
Oh shit! I didn't do that. Well, pardon me, folks. It's a late night for me tonight. I'm heading back out.
Okay, bye.
I'll say for those of you who haven't heard it before, it kind of catches you off guard as Dobby's doing this to one. He goes, oh, you hear a laughter that shakes the house.
Giant laughter.
And as Clem walks out by you, Lucky just barks and starts walking with her. I'll go.
Oh, all right. Let's go.
Okay, bye, Mr. Watt. You fun pet.
I'm going to go side there. Will you be Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you two just want to stay at the house then? Or do you want to go somewhere? Does one of these place? Your own place?
I got no plans.
Make yourselves comfortable. There's food.
I'm kind of. She's kind of getting stir crazy. She's been in one place for too long.
I should try and find a map. Maybe somebody in town.
It's actually, you found some leftover coffee in the pot from earlier this morning.
You know what?
We'll see if I can find some people. I'll see. Yeah.
Probably fun.
Yeah, probably.
My landmark. But I can close with
Yeah,
it.
we'll see.
Oh yeah, I forgot he doesn't particularly like Toby anymore.
We'll see how long he holds that, but Davi did try to undersell him in his own place of business.
Oops.
So he did get thrown out. We'll see how that pans out for him.
I'm gonna try and find the guard captain.
Oh.
She is still in the institute.
Couldn't she get up?
She stood up, but she went back in the room because she wasn't fully stable on her feet. Even Clem said, you should not be doing that right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We might as well start with you guys if you want to do your thing first. You can get to the library. Genevieve is behind the desk. She does have a couple of bandages across her cheek from the slashes from the orb, and she'll look up wearily. Good evening, gentlemen. Or gentlemen.
Yes, we're returning some books. We're planning to head out soon.
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful, you're leaving.
That's your laptop?
Bro.
It's taking off.
Oh no, that's the
that's
watching.
Oh,
No, it's from
Oh, I was like, Jesus.
In fact,
She'll take the books and she'll say,
we'll take.
actually, for you, man.
I've seen videos.
She'll pull out 2 other books with more generic covers and just hand them to you. You seemed very interested, and for your help, I transcribed the 2 books you borrowed from me for your own personal collection, as my way of thanking you.
Even though we gave
And now, you mentioned stuff to the east. Does anything on here look like it might help me
he was trying to
find
get
more information on what I know we're heading to town here. And I'm
What is that? No, I was trying to open it. I'm trying to grab it. I'm putting up in the
No. The temple you and I were talking about is much further than this town. Yes, quite a distance to the east. Probably at least a week's travel one way.
I just looking for more. I'll find something. I always do.
But you will.
Thank you for the books.
Not a problem at all.
Yes. It's most helpful for a friend.
Yes, you mentioned yes.
Hopefully.
Well,
We'll see if he retains it.
well, one can hope. If you're out on adventure, I'm sure you'll run into animals and be able to say something.
You see, think.
You really would.
I had my fair share of stubborn people.
And he had a parental figure who drilled in some basically his takes on what he thought animals were. He was a giant, and I think he mistook some things for others. And it's hard to get through to him that no, that thing that you think is called that is actually this other thing.
I see, passed down. Yes, that's going to be quite difficult to probably get out of his head.
Well, we're doing our best.
Yes, I'm sure you are. And hopefully the book was of some use. Oh, I did, and she'll pull out a folded piece of paper, annotate some notes on that contraption you showed me.
Yes.
Whichever friend you said had that in them, you may want to pass it along, of course. Again, they are merely notes and guesses. They are not. I have not seen the device for myself. I have not been able to analyze, but could be of some use, especially as reference if we need to talk to someone else.
They're a private individual. If they decide that they're comfortable sharing it in more detail, I'll let you know.
Well, if nothing else, good to reference for themselves.
Yes.
Would you two need anything else?
After we walk out of the place, and was just gonna look
I,
at go.
well,
A friend.
well, if we haven't left it, I'll just let her know we're good.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. After we
Yeah.
left,
Yeah.
a friend.
I don't know who. I'm limiting the amount of people who know about my condition.
Still finish it then.
No.
Okay.
I probably, like I said, I want to be back by 4:12, preferably with.
You know, there are presumably people after me.
Oh,
but
that one, yeah, it's just up to the guys.
the fact that I don't know who is a part of that.
By the way, you just got
It
saved.
makes things harder.
You just got saved.
Okay,
I kind of
I
like
understand, but it's like-
no higher than like a 9. So R2 gave me the die and he gave me the edge lord. Then he took it away. Gave me another one.
But he knows better. Oh, he'll pull it out for a joke, but he knows better than to just hand that kind of power around.
Lord.
All right. Well, I think we're good.
All right. Well, we'll jump to Davi since baby's in the restroom. So the secretary doesn't pay you any mind. You get the sneaking suspicion she can't see you over the
doesn't
desk.
even see me. So 3'5" bird man with his little hood up, his lizard hood,
He does have himself a cloak. To be more like Cedric.
lizard cloak.
Yeah.
You sour squirt candy.
I can't remember what did he say?
For he's rolling lips rather than
I can usually do it. I'm just,
tuck them into your mouth and then
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
like push them out. Go ahead and watch. Tuck in and kind of like put pressure behind it. And don't stretch them out. Just release. There you go.
And that is going to conclude our sermon to the great and mighty Popcat. Thank you for coming.
All right, we'll see you all next week.
See you next week for another service. And remember, practice your.
No.
Anyway, Davi, do you say anything? She doesn't notice you.
She doesn't notice me. I'm just gonna. So where I remember the guard captain.
Okay, so you're going to start doing that, and she just looks over and she's like, Sir, no, sir.
Bad.
And one of the other workers like puts a hand in front of you, like, excuse me, sir? Sir, okay. Wow, that is not what I was expecting to come out of your mouth. Okay. Where are you going?
Doggy say something bad.
Sir, where are you going?
Well, Doggy's going to go see the guard.
Okay, so you do need to check in at the front desk when you're trying to visit someone.
Check in. What is there?
So it is when you go to a receiving area, in this case, our front desk. No, sir.
The blood bank.
Then where does Davi put the check in?
Wait a second, I'll look at that.
Captain Margaret.
Yeah.
How do you understand what a check is? It'd be an IOU here.
What's the fucking word? I can't even remember. Transitive property just fly over your head?
No. Ah. Okay, you want to see Captain Roderick?
Check.
Javi, he's just gonna like gently put a hand on her back and walk you to the front desk.
Oh, okay. Should I get the check?
Just he's just gonna look to the secretary. Yeah, probably. Oh, some, they have IOUs probably, which are kind of like checks. If you think about it.
No.
Lane, is Captain Rogren currently in visiting hours? And she'll just flip some papers. Yes, she is. Okay, can you, sir, what'd you say your name was?
Oh, my name is Davi.
Put down Mr. Davi as a visitor. And she'll just write it down.
Am I getting an account? But I didn't give any money.
So right this way to Captain's room.
Oh, the bank.
Davi's just forgotten why he came here in the first place.
And he's gonna lead you exhaustedly over to the captain's room, knock on the door, open it. So you have 10 minutes with the captain before we need to check on her again. So
You'll just walk in. Oh.
the captain is currently sitting up in bed. She's she's curling away. I'd say it's unadvisable, but that'd only be if somebody else was visiting. For you, it's probably fine.
Kind of, let's start looking around. Just don't mind here. And then I'll see the guard captain. What did they put you in the bank vault? Wait, is this a safety deposit box? Did somebody safety deposit you? He's just gonna scramble up and like get on the chair next to her. Rainforms just lost the terms.
I'm starting to think all that electricity fried your brain.
What do you think about the world and how it works and the people? Doesn't try to play one. Doesn't try really far. But it doesn't always work out close to it.
Is there a reason you're in my room?
Well, I
Are you going to try to shock me again?
save the deposit box.
You just want to ignore the fact that he knows where the safety deposit box is.
Yep, just roll with it right now. Put it down, push it down, bury it!
Dobby wanted to. Congratulations on not dying. Lots of people would have been sad if that happened. So good job. But Dobby knew you hadn't hit you. Right, Matt. You're gonna like hit its head. Matt, that is what Dobby needs. Do you have or know someone who has a map of the area?
The immediate area, like the town?
No, not like the town, more like around the town. No,
How far around the town?
the farthest one that you've got.
Well, we kept most of the maps in the guard station, but I don't know how many of them survived the blast.
Guard station. Dobby, look there. They're so
No, please
helpful.
do not bother my guards. They're still trying to clean up.
Good bother them. Just to politely ask them for help. It's what guard do. They help people. Dobby is people, and Dobby needs help. So guards help Dobby. Helpful.
Okay, good. Keep staying alive and don't die.
Okay, so you head out.
And then that room just explodes at anger.
He leaves like the freaking dumbbells.
He just leaves. Crunch. The dumbbell just snaps in half. Like a fucking piece.
George, stay after Derps. That's where we're gonna go.
All right, Clem, you're with Lucky, and he's just kind of bounding next to you. You're like, okay, so I need to ask her, and you just see Davi bound past. Okay, no.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I Clem. Shit, now. Let's go run back.
Know that I could draw the map. It's like, no, I just let him do what he needs to do.
He's like going down, like he's like keeping his arms straight, like but he doesn't get.
Too much Dobby every day will make me go insane.
Did I bite him?
Oh. What?
Bite him?
No, he's focused on something.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Does King Fu taste like chicken?
Likely.
Like,
Don't teach him though, he's a friend. Forget all those times he hoisted you around.
You did help me. That's true.
If we ever come across any evil Kenkuka that try and fight us, you're more than welcome to bite them. See if they taste like chicken.
Can I have their bones?
If you can kill them, or they
Ethan,
die.
this dog a resurrection of Mr. Bones.
Give me that bone!
Mr. Bo.
Mr. Bones is hanging out in this
Yeah, there's just good old Dr. Bones building his bone leviathan.
the dog.
What did he tap dead in my sack?
With the black building my wolf.
I'm starting to like you guys. It's not true. I already liked you.
I was gonna say starting. I feel insulted.
You mean everyone other than Dobby and I.
Yes.
I, Dobby, Dobby.
Yeah, what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Edma,
Which one's that?
the big cat woman?
The big cat. Her hair got stuck in my mouth. That wasn't pleasant.
She gave you good switches.
She did. Those claws. Good for scritches. It's like when I use my back leg, but like she didn't need to use a back leg. Also, she had a thumb. The thumbs are pretty great.
Well, she's more a cat person than just a cat, so.
Oh yeah, she's a lot bigger than any cat I've seen.
You haven't seen a lion before, have you?
A what?
We'll probably get there at one point. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Show you pictures.
Will they give me scritches?
No,
No.
not the friendly kind.
But what about the friendly kind?
They're usually much smaller and you could fit their whole heads in your mouth if you really want to. But I wouldn't do that. They might scratch your face.
I don't know. I don't want to really eat cats. Like the occasional stray one, like I've thought about, but they're so small. There's not much meat there. Like you're better just getting like a deer.
Here's the tip. If you want a cat to befriend you, even as a wolf, ignore them.
I don't.
They'll find you alluring. We'll get a chance to try it, I'm sure.
Edmo, what do you have to say about this? Why are we talking?
And Edma doesn't count. She's a person.
And as you get outside the morgue, Lucky's face just scrunches up. Oh god, what's that smell? Oh god. Oh, it smells like rotting carcass.
You can wait out here if you
I would like to wait out here, please.
I volunteer to wait out here.
I volunteer to not go inside a smelly building.
Sick.
2 barks if anyone decides to give you some problems for being a wolf in a public place.
Okay.
I should really get you a
Shock.
collar or something to signify you're not just a random wild wolf. We'll work on that later.
Okay. Whatever you say.
And then I'll head inside.
You just open the door and you just hear him start sneezing.
It's like that dog sneeze, so it's like that nose like in the floor.
So you head in. Maurice is currently like opening up a Y flap, and she just looks over,
Oh my.
full get up. Oh, Clem, what are you?
I have a big ask.
I thought you were gonna say I have a big ass.
Oh,
Ask.
did I forget a delivery? I
No.
don't think we agreed to any this week.
No. Nothing of that ilk. So you know I came
Did
here
you
with
need another shoulder massage? I'd have to wash my hands first.
no
That makes sense. You didn't actually go to work today.
appreciative, but no. The folks that I traveled here with,
Mm-hmm.
I might have to keep traveling with them for a while.
I can hold my phone.
And I'm a little concerned about, leaving Valili alone for an extended period of time, potentially to my demise.
Mm-hmm.
I've already had the talk with her, so the important part is over.
Okay.
But someone needs to keep an eye on her every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure all the bugs are where they're supposed to be.
Now that
That's
too.
important to I'm not supposed to be.
She has got on her list, but someone needs to be there to make sure she sticks to them. Would you mind living in the orchard for a while? Could take my room. It's quite comfortable in there.
Sure.
Oh,
Clem, you're my best friend. Why would they say no?
I mean, it's a big ask.
Yes, but I already babysit the poor girl on a
Off
almost weekly basis.
particularly.
There's nothing in my house that I really need to upkeep.
Feel free to use the lab if you need it for more close by dissection purposes.
I do have to do my work here in the office. It's bureaucratic. It keeps everything in here.
The protocol.
Yes, protocol, and that way the families know where the bodies are.
Everything else should be wrapped up that you wouldn't have to worry about it. It's just Valila needs someone.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm just gonna go give her a big hug.
He's gonna pat you on the back. Butterflies in the stomach, huh?
I mean, I've already met some very close calls with these folks, so I don't know what my fate is like out there, but I feel if I don't take care of this, it will only get worse for everyone, including me.
You're too kind for your own good.
Suppose so.
Hmm.
I could be of help.
Invaluable, I would say.
Probably more help than anyone would really particularly think for. Anyway, I could also spread my business. Valila said that I could create more contracts and speak to people in towns I haven't been before, leave them with something to sign until I come back. She wants to start her own courier beetle business. I don't know how, but that's all up to her. I mean, at this point, it could be feasible if I'm in a town and she sends a beetle and the beetle knows where that town is.
Theoretically, we should have to teach all the beetles where every town in the east in the area is, and then depending on how much they're killing, they'd be easy to
We're
interrupt.
not going to every town yet. Start from the top. Do what we can.
Well, bare minimum, she's right. You could increase business.
I'm just trying
The
to
local towns that you could get to.
inspire her creative juice. So she's got this idea, she's stuck with it for long enough. She did a little test beetle earlier today and it worked.
Well, that's good.
Good indeed.
You were sneezing.
Ah, yes, that's lucky.
Oop.
I got a wolf.
That's why you had a wolf at your house?
Yes.
Oh.
When we were. Did I tell you about the crystal forest? Or did I leave that out?
Oh, you glanced over at something about a large tree?
Right. So we went out and then some things, and then it became the whole forest was crystal. And Lucky wasn't, but he was injured, and I felt terribly awful for him. So healed him a little bit, took him along with us, and now he's alive and has decided to follow me around. I've offered him the wilds back, but he doesn't seem quite keen on returning to no family.
I was about to say, it doesn't sound particularly great to return to. I don't know. This is certainly an interesting circle you surrounded yourself with. And I say that
Yeah.
being your friend who cuts open dead bodies for a living and knows your assistant very well.
I mean, technically, I also liquefy dead bodies for a living, but
What I'm saying is you already run with a kind of odd crowd, and these are odd even by my standards.
speaking of odd, I should go check up on the little Kenku one, Davi.
The one who shot the god captain.
He passed by me earlier chanting map over and over again, heading right towards the god station, so.
Oh, he's going to find a way to get into trouble, isn't he?
Probably, so I'm gonna try and avoid it.
All right. Well, if you need anything before you leave, are you leaving soon?
Tomorrow, likely either in the morning or midday. Like I said, pretty much everything is set up. The relay's ready.
All right. Sure. I can move some of my stuff in tonight. It won't make much. I can move some of my stuff from my house over to yours. Won't be any trouble.
Make yourself comfortable. What's mine is yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just double check there isn't any weird species of bug in your pillows before. My room is off limits, so you should be fine in there, but
Should be.
you never know.
Yes, I do know. She does try to get away with a little more when you're not around, but she listens.
She's just a little.
I mean, first things first. I might. We'll see how long it takes me to get her to stop crying. This time.
What?
Oh, I knew. I was. She asked me not to tell you.
Tell you.
Okay, cat's out of the bag. Every time you leave for business, that's supposed to be more than a day. She cries. Usually only for. I can calm her down. Usually 10 minutes. Not long. But if you're going away with no specified return date, granted, if you've already spoken with her, she should be okay.
What is of that child?
Nope.
Oh, I mean, 100 was.
I don't have to have motherly instincts. Gave these to me. My mother, I know, but still. Why?
Well. Yeah, I can't really help you. There is nothing I can do. There's no part of you.
I will send her many letters. That should help.
You certainly know the address.
We'll visit any time we are passing through, at least for a day.
That will certainly help.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I love that it's safe.
Like I said, don't worry too much. She's not hard to calm down. It's just.
It's a child crying. It's awful.
Okay, it is. What I'm saying is she doesn't sit there bawling, is what I mean. She's not like screeching like a banshee.
Oh no, I didn't imagine that.
Meanwhile, small
More like-
bird boy.
It's more like tears and some sniveling, and then she gets over it because she knows you'll be there.
Poor thing must have separation anxiety.
Well, could you tell me the last time her parents you attempted to visit?
My time to think living again.
Oh, hell if I remember.
I'll ask the institute. Maybe I can go kick their asses and get there to go see their own daughter. I will be out and about after all.
Could have just stopped to kick her
If
ass.
you stop by, yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it's weird though. If I recall right, they seemed heartbroken to have to leave her here.
Then that's not good. All the more reason for me to figure out where they are. That's my next thing on the list.
But I mean, it is possible they still just
Yes, marshmallows. They do that all the time.
believe she's contagious and don't want to come near.
She's not though. She's lived.
Has anyone told them?
All right, I'm gonna go get some information from the institute.
Check on the Kenku.
Kenku first.
Kenku first. Knowing him, map means I'm going to accidentally topple a house.
You've known him for so little, but yes, you're very right.
I wish I wasn't.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, heading back from the library, you two are also passed by a Kenku map.
We should follow him.
I see everything. Oh, yeah, fuck! No, I can't get distracted.
Start marching behind him and step.
Bobby, we have a map.
He's on a mission. I'm following. I want to see what this small little.
We have a map. Why is he getting another?
let's find out.
Edmund is following him, marching in step with his map.
Cedric, what about you, buddy?
I am letting whatever happen happen.
So Davi leads the pair of you to the
In
guardhouse.
step, come on.
March, soldier!
I'm not going to do that.
Disappointment in all mothers.
Cedric, you're a disappointment to all mothers, Edmund.
I can slap you twice as frequently now.
I can pay you twice a month.
So Davi leads the pair of you to the still very broken guardhouse. There's a few blue-collar looking guys trying to move the wood around, get it piled. Remaining guards are assisting, more or less. They are more or less trying to sweep everything up, get shards out, get damaged wood out of the way, clean up bloodstains.
And you're just gonna run up to the front of the building.
One of the guards is just gonna look over at you. Nope. He's just gonna pick up some more wood.
I'm going to find the nearest guard-looking person.
You find a guy mopping blood. He's in a guard's outfit.
I need the map. The guard captain, I saw her first. She was in the safety deposit box. She told me that you would help me find the map.
Well, okay. Ooh, slow down there, little guy.
No, can't slow down. Can't lose train of thought. Need to get map. Brain like electricity.
I
I
think
understood as much as you did.
Davi Kenku Brinko Burr.
Okay.
I think the short version is he's looking for a map that he was told would be here.
Oh, hi, Cedric. When did you get here? Oh, hi,
I've been
Edmund.
here the whole time.
You said hi to us on the march.
Oh. No, can't get distracted. Need map. So yes, David needs a map of the outlying area. Biggest one that you have.
Is there still rubble falling like in? So like the thing, like are they still clearing the rubble of the guardhouse?
Yeah.
Edmund should start trying to help move the rubble and maybe looking for a map so that Davi will be satisfied.
He's just gonna look at you and say, okay, young man, listen.
Young giant. To be formal.
He's just gonna put the mop down. Dress, he's yours. And he's gonna walk away, and another guy walking by with some papers is just gonna say, what?
Oh, hello there. Seems your friend has parlayed you onto Davi. Okay, so Davi went and saw the guard captain.
Aren't you the guy who attacked our captain?
It was a misunderstanding. Your captain is alive and not dead and in the safety deposit box. It's all water. It's all water under the cat now.
He's just gonna instinctively like look over at Emma and like look at her feet like,
I'm sorry.
did I get hit? Am I bleed? Can somebody tell me if I'm bleeding? Did I get hit without knowing it?
There's no blood. It's Davi.
He's having a fever dream.
Water under the cap.
That's the saying that the people use.
Water under the bridge.
What's a bridge?
Oh my.
We have so much work.
Oh my god! Look, so I need to go get checked. He's gonna set the papers on this. I need to go get checked out for a head
Please.
injury.
I'm gonna take a look at the
Do
papers.
you have maps? End this madness.
These are clerical forms he was carrying.
I'm gonna try and read them to the best of my ability.
Not
They're not maps. It's a lot of reports, daily goings-ons, notable things. You do see in red something about a small Kenku shocks guard Captain Rogren.
Take that and just put it in my pocket.
Okay. You have a Okay.
Just there.
It's just like, he's gonna run. He says like you guys are doing that. He's just gonna march up to the next person. Hi, I am looking for a map.
Okay.
Yes, okay. So I went and saw the captain who was in the safety deposit box and is not dead. And then it does like the water under
Do
the
I walk
cat,
in at this
and then
point?
someone said something about the British guy. Dovey?
Whoa. Slow your roll there, Jim.
Slow it roll. Is there bread?
Excuse me,
rolling?
Mr. Palin.
Davi,
Yes.
You look sane. Can you translate?
He needs maps of the surrounding area.
Okay. We cannot give you our maps. We need them.
Oh,
We
no.
can let you see them.
No, David doesn't want to take them.
Oh, Clementi.
He just wants to
Hey,
them.
right. These are your friends.
yes.
Right. I think your one little guy got hit by some rubble or something. He's
This one?
I'll take that
oh,
one.
mile a minute. He's talking. The captain's in a safety deposit box.
I
No.
You're
The
going to-
mental deposit.
maps. We can copy them,
Davi,
correct?
No, of course.
Alright.
You just can't hand them over.
Davi, I'll get you some maps. Please just wait outside so you stop giving more people headaches with whatever you're saying right now.
But David's gonna be put in the bank.
Do you guys
That's not how that works.
Don't understand.
you
where
guys
it
want a
came
fresh
from.
copy, or do you have a map you just want us to expand?
No, fresh copy of whatever you have. Largest area of
The
one.
biggest
I
area?
suppose, yeah.
Yeah, I've got. It's our biggest map's not massive, but it covers a couple
Not the biggest.
couple outside.
Enough.
Watch, it's going to be exactly like the one we already have.
I'll go with them to see.
Yeah, he'll go to a crate in the corner that just has some debris on it. He'll dust it off, flip through, get a all one, and unroll it. Let's see. Will this do? And he's going to show it to you. It's a bit bigger than the one you guys have. It covers a few more towns.
You know, honestly, as long as it'll satiate bird brain.
Sure. Do you want to copy these yourself? Do you want us to do it?
You seem a little busy at the moment, so I'll
A
copy
little.
it myself.
All right. You know what the spare parchment is.
Yeah.
Copy that at your leisure. I need to clean this up.
Just folds it down with paperweights and
Also, hey, does anyone see a leak? The little guy said there's water under the cat.
You would just learn to
Who's gonna stand up in the corner like you said? There's no water. He just doesn't know how to speak half the time. He thinks dogs are horses, horses are dogs, cats are oxen, bridges are cats.
He had a strange upbringing.
It sounds like he had a stroke.
You just here outside. Oh yeah,
It makes me
that's,
think I'm-
that's what all my friends say. They say get to the back of the dog.
You're gonna get kicked by a dog. You already have been.
It's true. So while Clem's copying the map, Davi's kind of talking to himself at the moment.
Nah, whatever doesn't kill you makes you.
Edma, you're kind of helping out the construction guys. I missed it. What?
The Tommy's outside just talking to himself, and he says, "Whatever doesn't kill you makes you a horse."
Davi, I do not have a brain, and you're hurting my brain.
It's like he turns out it's just on the ground trying to escape.
Davi, you turn and you didn't even realize you grabbed Skipper. Like he's just in your hand now, and you're like, what?
So it's
Cast
canon.
the stick to the west.
It's canon that Stickbird could cast time stop.
I know.
During time stop.
And always comes back at the end. It's like that scene in Megamind. He goes all around, but then he just sits back in Davi's hands when he's done. He used it to like go sit on a beach for a while, contemplate life. Realize that Davi broke off a piece of his head. To give to Edma as a hard. What have you done? What have you done to me?
I do not feel whole, Davi.
Davi, that is pieces.
Return. Right, curse you.
Is there any particular way you'd like to kill some time, Cedric?
Just wait for the madness to end.
Would you like to wait with Lucky? Okay.
Absent-mindedly scratch his head.
He seems happy about it. He's happy about that. Sashi, meanwhile, back at the house. I assume you're just kind of sitting around with the coffee.
I'm gonna be with I always forget her name. What's her name? Sorry.
Lele?
Yes, I always forget Felipe's name.
You're not child.
Yeah, you're not trying.
Your niece?
Lord.
Ward. She's a ward. She's not a dog. She's not a dog. Alright, so I'm just gonna be like sitting around with Lele, just I'll probably just be talking to her, maybe like playing games, like just pat a cake or something. No. Whatever for Lele feels like.
She can play cards.
She's got you playing tic-tac-toe with.
There you go.
There you go. Alright.
Mind games, Sashi.
No, my aunt moved there, so now I have a tic-tac-toe. I win.
What? So she's just like scratching. What are the rules in this game?
You never played tic-tac-toe?
She's like looking at like the 5 different types of bugs that are currently occupying the board. Not this kind.
Okay, so I'm the hard-shell beetles. You're everything else. I didn't have enough centipedes. So you're the not beetles.
I'm the not beetles. Okay.
What?
This isn't. Is that not a beetle?
No, it looks like a beetle. I know. It's actually not a beetle. Don't put your finger too close. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like when I do it either.
It's a means.
Thanks.
I'm also assuming because it's made out of bugs, it's like this big.
You're being called for.
Does she?
Yeah.
As she just puts one of the beetles down. You're gonna look after Clem, right?
So this is gonna blink, like look up from like her contemplating life at this, how this works. Yeah. So
Like-
those are given.
Like she said, it's you guys doing dangerous things.
Yeah, that's the this is actually the adventure.
Is she the baddest witch in the world?
Baddest witch in the West. Like, yeah, it's an adventure. It's kind of half the point.
Right, but you're gonna make sure she comes back.
You know what, kid? Sure, I'll put all. I can't say that because I have to protect someone else too. I'll put half my effort into protecting.
Say I have to protect somebody else. Out at the guard post, Dobby and Cedric. Well, yeah, Cedric, it's a really common phrase. You know what they say? The early goose gets the snake.
Cedric's head is like.
The snake and the worm would probably look similar from Yardoth's perspective, so I can see that at least.
You make me not.
Reach?
Cedric's just, why is my heart in a cage? I want to die. Why am I alive?
Oh, wow.
It's okay.
I can just heard this thing.
I'm still dealing with this canker.
Yeah, so talking to Valia, yeah,
Valile.
it's like, you know what? I have to. We're all gonna look out for each other, and I'll keep an extra eye out for Clem.
Okay.
We're all gonna be there.
Okay.
I'll keep an extra eye out for them.
Good.
Deal.
Because she has to.
You got it, kid. She's just gonna like pet her on the head.
I don't know what to do with the body paste, so she has to come back.
That's just snorting.
Bloody paste.
Body. All right. I'll make sure she knows she has to come back to finish her body paste.
Good. Also, when you guys are done, we'll have a party.
Now you're speaking my language. She's gonna like hold out her hand like a fist bump.
She's gonna like get her little hand up and fist bump you, and there's just gonna be a millipede just starts crawling onto your hand.
Just
Sorry, I forgot that one was there.
She's just gonna like hold her arm, just like.
You can just put the arm near the floor; it'll crawl down, and it just crawls off and he walks off somewhere else.
All right. So after that, she just kind of looks down at the tic-tac-toe and just goes, "All right, now, who was winning again?"
And she's watching one of the beetles just walk away.
That she would say, "Yo, are you winning, son?"
I don't know. I lost track. I think that's my piece walking away.
Or is that the not beetle?
Yeah, well, how do rules account for pieces of
Put
movie?
these damn worms on the board.
Okay, I got tic-tac-toe.
I don't know about toes and tacks, but I've got this tick.
You look down at the board, like all of them are in a different place for more than you were.
Never been a fish
Just chaos.
Yes.
I think we tied.
I can agree to that.
Okay,
Good game.
good. I want to play cards instead. They don't move.
I'm probably better.
Okay.
like the beetle of gloves.
The beetle was.
I play this. Oh, it's on the card. Please go away.
It's like a tarantula just on the card. Just,
Spider solitaire.
Spider solitaire.
I'll say you have copied the map at this point.
Okay. We come out to Davi speaking absolute nonsense.
You know,
When you see speak, well, that's not really how the story went. You see,
weren't sure was
the princess was in the tower and she wanted the man to come and save her. So most people thought that she threw her hair down. Actually, what she threw down was a bundle of snakes that were all tied together.
You didn't think it was possible for Cedric to look more pale?
You see, you know about this story of the woman that throws the bundle of snakes down so that the prince could take the board?
Davi.
Did y'all tell you that one?
I think so.
I'm starting to be concerned that this Yaga you speak of might not be that funny.
What do you mean, Edmund?
He wasn't very smart, Davi.
Lightning is very bright.
It wasn't
but only
book
every
smart.
so often.
Not sure.
Yeah, but how often?
Saying Yargoth wasn't smart all the time, but occasionally he got things right. Like, he raised you to be a very fine and polite young gentleman. However, you got all your words mixed up.
Give him praise.
Think of it like this, Davi. You speak, and all other people hear is nonsense.
Nonsense.
What point is it of communication if everyone else can't understand what you're saying? Sigmund doesn't count. He's your best friend.
What do you mean Sigmund doesn't count?
Sigmund doesn't count because he's a biased party.
I don't think count.
Sigmund doesn't count in this situation because he's a biased party.
Biased party. Get your best out of you. Your bias. You need to reassess your biases, Clem.
I'm you that has the biases.
Don't have any biases.
What's the difference between a dog and a horse dog?
Not the horse and the dog. I just want to get the map. Now I've got the question.
Here's your map, and I shove it into his arms and then walk away.
Oh, map. Hey Cedric, don't you got map? Here you go.
Why? Wait, were you getting a map from me?
Well, yeah.
Edmund's just gonna start following.
You look like you needed one because you're lost all the time.
I have a map.
Oh, what the hell?
I have the map back.
You try to end.
Angrily scrunch the maps together.
Like an hour on that.
No, not like crumple them up, but like
Just
like
press them together.
What was about it?
My mind.
Play the pixies here.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
So in stark contrast, you all return to Zeshi and Valile very calmly playing a game of cards at the table.
Well, this is refreshingly safe.
You guys are back,
Oh, we were playing tic-tac-toe with bugs earlier.
That sounds about right.
but the pieces moved and we lost track of who was winning.
Oh, that happens.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
That time you got like that crazy win because they decided to move.
Yeah, I didn't even see that one.
Beetle refused to stay still. I don't know why we used it as a piece, but
Yeah, I think he needed to pee.
he
Yes.
He's just gonna like look up from where she
Not the same way you or I
Thing I-
pee, but
think so. But it was like birds.
well, I mean, it's sort of like pee. It depends on the bug you're talking about.
Nope, I don't want to get into this conversation.
Okay.
Actually,
Clem said no.
you can get in the conversation with anyone else who's interested, but I'm good.
Citrus.
But you've always said I'm loud and you can hear me anywhere. Yes.
Remind me,
Yes.
are your parents and you've brother originally?
Originally?
Yeah, where do your parents live now?
I know. Cedric has 2 maps because there's 2 Cedrics.
Now and
If I gave you a map, would you better be able to point it out?
I have to share with the other Cedric.
Yeah, it's been a while since I could probably point it out.
Cedric, could I please have that
This
map?
would be very useful.
Oh, I just handed to Emma.
Briefly, borrow the map.
It's fine.
And I'll spread it out on the table.
She's gonna look at it for a bit and just go.
I don't think there's any meaningful distinction between myself and duplicate.
Well, these 2 big. I'm not getting a little confused. You can have Cedric 1 and Cedric 2. Maybe, I know. One can be Cedric, and other can be Cedric.
Cedric?
No, like Cedric, but you hold out the middle one.
I don't
Like
think.
Cedric.
I think that would get very confusing.
Multiple C's and multiple.
I don't believe that it's a different schedule.
Let's just keep track of it. Okay, fine. We'll call it Sally.
I call it what you
I
want,
think we
but
should stop letting Dog invade.
I'm not going to call it whatever name he is coming up with it.
Oh, I know. Call it Lord Darkness Kill Death.
You look down just kind of to see if she's figured it out. She's paying attention to that instead of looking at the map.
Can you conversation elsewhere? She's trying to focus, please.
Okay. I'll just kind of walk outside, just kind of grabbing Cedric to pull him with me.
I think he's getting stir crazy. We need to get a move on, or he's gonna lose his mind.
It's good to get such a great
As I leave, I'll summon my duplicate to stay in the room. once he pulls me out,
Yes, Cedric.
I'll just let him talk to the duplicate.
Hang on.
Danny.
Oh. So you do that, and she's just watching you go. You do that. Valile screeches and immediately hides behind Clem.
It's all right. It's okay. It's just a spell.
You didn't say you were afraid of the ghost!
It's not a ghost.
Well,
And she's gonna
It's
he's gonna look back and he's swapped at this point.
I'm here.
It's a spell. It's magic. It's all right. Deep breaths.
No, it's
No, slow breaths. Hold it
Hi, Sally.
and release. And release. So I'm gonna pop her cheeks.
Walk back in, Sally. Cedric, you dropped your Sally. Don't. That's right. Tommy, why don't you discuss with Sally what you want her name to be?
That
Don't
one.
his name.
Call it
That one?
a she,
Yeah, and
so
she's-
don't make this.
She lifts her palm,
Just drop her.
and it's sitting over what is labeled as the village of Arset, Asett. It's a village to the south.
He
ARSETT.
AR.
Pick a next one.
Oh, yeah.
You absolutely murdered that goat.
Where from there? It's farming. Or at least that's what we did. Until I started coughing.
Did you move elsewhere?
Um,
I mean,
not that I know of.
all right.
We still lived there when they dropped me off here.
It should still be in Barset, and if they're not,
Does that count as moving? Did I move here?
you technically moved here. Yes.
Well, I don't know. I think my parents are still there.
To go poke them to come visit you for once. So I'm sure you'd love to see them. Considering I'll be out and about, I might as well make a stop. What Cardam direction? Is that
That's the place.
Southwest? It's also by Life Fair. Life Fair? The fair?
Yeah, it's on that general direction.
Correct. Cool.
D&D Bible.
Basically. I haven't filled it a whole lot yet. It's good for notes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I miss them.
I'm sure you do.
I mean, like, you're good, and you're kind of like my mom. You're nice to me, and you feed me, and you let the bugs come in. Mom let the bugs come in. Dad kind of let the bugs. He didn't let certain bugs in. I tried to bring in bees, and he said no. The bees need to pollinate the flowers which are outside. But I said we have flowers inside. But then he said they need to pollinate the outside flowers, so I had to put them back outside.
Me.
By the way, kind of like you switch back in the room, but you feel like a gum, like a square bar in your armor. Not quite sure what it is.
I know exactly what it is.
Pull out a bar of Dobby soap.
I should have gotten a perception check.
Yeah.
He was completely docile and out of it because he switched to the copy.
You put a soap in the copy's armor?
No, because you were out there with me.
No, my senses stay with me no matter what.
Wait.
Yeah, no, he can tell what's happening to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he can still feel things happening to him.
At a higher level, I get the ability to see through my duplicate's eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but when he does that, it's not like he goes into a trance and takes over the duplicate. So yeah, so
Didn't see. Should I roll for
give me sleight of hand.
sleight of hand to put soap instead?
Give me sleight of hand. You give me perception. Hey, you had a disadvantage already.
Got 15.
21.
I did not notice.
All right, so now you will pull the bar of soap out.
Why? I don't need.
No, that's for you, see
I
it.
don't need soap.
It's to make you smell better.
I'm literally a corpse.
You're what?
Oh, it's. I don't understand it
You
anymore.
need to get a better handle on this. Suddenly, you're like the floodgates opening.
Okay, yes, she's gonna walk in and grab yours. We need to go downstairs now.
No,
We
not
need-
no. He's not a client. He's not a zombie. He's a very special case where he's technically dead, but still very sentient and alive and can feel pain, and we're trying to figure out why. He does not need to go downstairs. Please let go of him.
What do you think, Cedric? You want to become one with the orchard?
I think I'll pencil that in as a hard.
He does not need to be turned into
Or
soup
plan B?
or juice or what do you call it?
Paste.
What?
How do you know that?
Hoping Tyler's right, because I honestly don't remember what I had to call it.
Thanks.
Okay, okay, cool.
I'm just gonna turn to the Leyland and mention that to Rushy while they were playing.
I didn't mean what you said while they were playing tic tac toe. Yeah, that's what I do with the pace.
No, Zeshi just.
Because Zeshi is a good babysitter.
Yeah.
Because I'm the baddest witch around.
Yeah. I know this.
Oh, Clem,
Yeah.
I promised Zeshi that we'd have a big party when you guys were all done your big adventure.
Oh, I like parties.
Sounds
Well,
nice enough, actually.
at
Done that.
like
But no partying too hard, or you might die and have to go in the people paste.
I think I'll be.
But Lily,
Well, I
I
guess you're
don't
already
do it
dead.
unless they are strictly a violent enemy. Or they sign my contract.
Okay, so you all need to sign contracts now.
whenever Davi celebrated
Is
his
that a no?
birthday, he would wrestle a bull.
Give one to Edna.
Orewa moshi.
Question mark?
I am.
He would run 3
You just
times.
need to sign that and give it to Clem. I don't know where she keeps them. She doesn't tell me.
Would eat a whole by himself.
Well, you'll need to know if you'll be getting them well and gone.
Well, I'd hope that you'd be with me if I died on the journey.
Well, okay, I know
That
the
was
general
fine.
area of like the ones you're expecting to come in, but the ones you don't expect to like
Davi would like to hit
come up for a while. I don't know where you keep the long-term ones.
I think that
5 more years.
I'm assuming she's long-term.
There's a chest under my bed filled with long-term contracts. What?
Oh, is that what that is?
Edna's silent.
That's the most concerning response.
I need to go check out something.
What did you put in there?
Nothing.
What
Nothing.
did you put
Please not
in
termites.
my contract chest?
Please not termites.
I'm not allowed to keep termites anymore.
Okay.
What did you put in there? Moths?
Spiders.
Bugs? Bugs.
Spiders.
What did you put in there? I'm going upstairs to go see for myself. I'm storming into my room, going under, yanking the chest out.
There's nothing on the chest.
Menacing.
I think we're all following. Are we all
Putting
following
in the
her?
little lock thing.
Yep.
We're all
Opening it.
standing around her.
So the good news is that
That's in the box.
the contracts are still there. Those are dung beetles.
With or without the dome?
These ones are without.
For Lily?
I'm genuinely surprised you knew that.
Get the dung beetles out of the chest and make sure it is untouched by any bugs. The contracts are important. They're what make what I do legal, so I don't get arrested.
Max, I wouldn't have done it.
Don't get arrested and put into jail, and you never see me again.
I just thought
Oh,
it was
they're going to put Clem in the safety deposit box?
No! Jail!
The opposite is the deposit box. Would that be a savings account?
No!
Actually, you're seeing them argue. Really, that's on the verge of tears.
Jail!
What is jail?
Well, all right. While she's yelling at, I'm just gonna pick up Valile and just like kind of cradle her.
Like time.
I'm going to
Yeah,
grab her
I'm
by the
just
face
put
and
in
be
a
like,
stone
"You're a good girl.
When
for
Yarka,
years.
Ask.
I trust
when
you."
But you
Yarka,
can't go to jail. You have adventure.
Then don't
Imagine
put bugs
if we
in
put
my
it on
contract
tape.
chest.
Yeah.
There, I would prefer corpse beetles in the basement.
You asked me to get rid of the corpse
Yes.
beetle.
I mean, I would prefer that
Yeah.
over any kind of creature in the contract chest. It's all right.
It occurs to you, she doesn't have a key. How did these get in there?
How did these get in there? Did you pick the lock?
No, I shoved them through the keyhole.
Were they top? How did they get big?
Okay, that's really...
Right, well, in the meantime, while you're cleaning that up, could you also clean out the keyhole?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Good talk.
I feel like this could all been avoided if you set up a system where you ask before you put bugs in a specific
We've
location.
tried that before, it's near impossible.
I think the little one just attracts the bug. Something like
It's easier to make the rules as they come than it is to have her ask for permission. It would be every day, constant.
Also, Clem's not always here to ask.
That as well.
She's out on business.
And Maurice is, well,
At work.
at work. I did talk to her. She will be having her long sleepover. She'll be in my room. So be nice to her and don't put any bugs she's allergic to in there.
And Maurice is allergic to bugs?
I'm not sure, but anyone could be allergic to a bug bite or something.
No.
Like,
People often don't like it if you put a bunch of
Well, is she sleeping in your room?
what?
Is she sleeping in your room?
Yeah, I offered my room up for her.
You already said bugs are off limits in there.
And yeah,
And she told me a little secret.
Secret?
also there's
Wait, she...
Nobody told Davi.
It's okay. But if you feel
She
the
told you
need,
about the caterpillars?
No, enlighten me. What about the caterpillars?
starts walking out.
What about the caterpillars?
There anymore?
Where were they?
so she's just gonna start bouncing around her hip. She's still carrying it.
I was keeping them on the desk with the display flowers.
Oh, well, that's not terrible. No, I'm talking about the crying. You poor thing. Listen, listen.
It's awkward.
If you need to come into my room for comfort purposes, feel free to let yourself in.
So she's just gonna like pass her over to Clem.
Tugger. Like,
Was. I thought his secret is almost out.
what secret?
Doug doesn't have secrets.
You just said your secret was almost out. What secret?
Secret.
What secret?
I didn't chew on Cedric's boots.
Flawlessly timed.
He's- Right, enough secrets.
Oh, I can't tell all the secrets.
No,
Not right now.
enough. Done. No more for today. Here's something to say. I said
At a certain point, we were talking
Right.
about leaving town.
Tomorrow morning, get rest. Do what you need to. I've got all the information and things taken care of that I need to.
Let's just go to her room. Start getting ready for sleep. She can read through the post.
Oh, you're good. You were like,
Oh, yeah, no. That's because Valila's just kind of sitting, like, up against you since you're still holding her.
I'll put her down.
She's going to shuffle over to the chest and just start picking up the beetles.
It's a good idea.
She's just going to shuffle past. She's going to shuffle past you with, like, a fistful, but, like, a little, like, one of her fists full of them. I'll put them out back.
They can be literally anywhere, just not in the chest. I'll put them in the green room if you want. Or the greenhouse.
Okay.
You got this. All right.
No,
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
this is really.
I'm actually IRL tonight.
I mean, we have expended significantly more energy tonight than on any other session.
That is true.
All right, so is everyone just good to rest up for the night then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Yes. All right. You're sleeping with me tonight?
Yes.
All right. Then she will tuck you in.
No, Yargos just tucked me in with like a whole deer pelt, sometimes 3 in the winter time. And then he would tell me a story about the giant.
So she will just like sit there and think about it. Your pals. Does she would go over, find your cloak, and pick it up and put it over top of you?
Oh,
It's like the closest I can think of without
Oh yeah.
skinny plan. Yeah.
don't
I am a goat person.
Oh, yeah.
don't
Who would be go?
That's why I wasn't going to do it.
yeah.
Who was thinking?
Yeah, so-
Although your father.
So
I'm ready to go to bed, Emma. You're asking me who?
Well,
A satyr isn't made by a person having intercourse with a goat.
I have that image.
Regardless, no matter what the biology would have to dictate that the father would always be the goat.
Damn, your dad was a goat.
No!
Edmund, was your dad the lion?
I'm just gonna
both
Just
of
like
them
a-
for the owner.
point out.
No, I guess technically I don't.
So one of them could have been a person.
Both of them were satyrs like me.
One of them could have been human.
That's like saying your parents. Edma, that's like saying one of your parents was a lion and the other was a human.
I don't have any.
so you see
I
Zed.
feel like that requires more
What?
dissection of it later.
This story. Giant came down from.
Well, I mean, some dragons can actually transform into humans.
It's still a story, though.
Yes, but it's not, you know, just a straight
So she's like,
dragon.
I'm aware. I'm
What's happening in the hallways?
I'm aware of that.
Like, everyone's
I'm
gathered in the hall, so you
curious
can
about
pass
the
the
why.
door.
Oh, sorry.
Off to bed, you.
Female.
What?
I forgot your name.
Cedric.
Cedric. Was your mom or your dad dead?
Stand there for like 10 solid seconds.
What's your mother or your father about?
Vanille!
Neither, actually.
Go to bed!
Bad. So bad.
Go to bed, please.
Yeah, bad.
You are asking questions you should not be asking.
I mean, I thought you always said inquisitive questioning was a good thing.
Not these kinds of questions and not at your age. Bed. Now.
I mean, I don't know why I had my ass. I've seen them things.
Bed.
They didn't look like bugs.
Now.
Okay.
They use body paste.
And you hear a.
Going.
Is that-
Hurt you.
So she just like
I'm
slowly
usually-
opens the door from her bedroom.
Front door, like, creaking
Goes
open.
Goes to bed.
And then you just hear it close.
I'm moving to it to see what the fuck just happened.
It's pasty. It all.
At the bottom of the steps is Maurice with a bag, looking kind of confused.
Hi.
Hi, I just came to drop a few things off before tomorrow. Is it okay? I'm sensing some hostility.
Valile just asked if one of Cedric's parents was a corpse. I'm kind of going through it right now.
I mean, technically, not when he was conceived.
No, I don't want to think about that. We both deal with dead bodies on a regular basis, but I do not want to think about necrophilia.
Oh, no. Then he'd have to be conceived first by live individuals. Did I ever tell you there was a live baby in one of my patients? No, it was my mentor's patient. I was there for it. Oh, yeah, no, she was far along.
Post-mortem birth.
Oh, we had to cut it out.
Post-mortem C-section.
Yes.
That sounds horrific.
Berserk!
We didn't realize it was still alive, to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, it does take a little bit of beating of them to get them to wail like that. I don't particularly like.
No, we didn't realize until he was, marking up for the incision, and he felt the kick.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it wasn't violent. She unfortunately just passed of illness, but.
Shut it. Oh, it's fine. No.
Well, that witch said he was adopted. So.
That's good to hear. Anyway, good night to you. I'm going to try and process the absolute insanity that's going on in here. Safe walking home. Stay safe walking home. Considering.
Sweetheart. Go sleep.
I need it.
Yes, you do.
Just like close the door.
Actually, before you go to sleep,
You close your door and there's some. And you open it and this is your bedroom door, by the way. And Valile's just standing there with a blanket and a stuffed pillow that looks like a ladybug.
Yes, you can sleep, actually.
Okay.
Zashi, you hear as Davi's snoring, you hear
Sort of
like
shuffling.
you hear him open his mouth, begin to snore, and as he's
Start
coming
getting
down from the
comfortable.
snore, you hear like small electricity crackling as he's
That's horrific.
between his
Zeshi just cracks open her eyes, just puts her hand on you, and then she's gonna cast absorb elements.
yeah, it stops.
Yeah, it stops.
And she's just gonna put her hand back down. No, actually, first she's just gonna point her hand and just
Out
out the window. Out the window. Close the window. Go back to sleep.
You do some fucking avatar shit.
Avatar.
Cedric just sitting in the next room.
Just thunder strike right outside the window.
All right, so that being said, you can all mark off a long rest.
How do I do that on the phone?
Oh boy, I get back all those things that you use.
app.
I don't have it yet. No.
I mean, that's most people. I think right now, it's mostly Clem benefiting from it.
Probably.
I think Davi gets a rage back.
I'm
So.
not
Here, you go to a little menu button, and then you could do.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a lot of information gathering, a lot of puzzle solving, a lot of pseudo-political.
Looks like this little campfire.
You briefly did become some catnip, which thankfully did not damage you physically.
All right. I'm concerned if it did.
So would I have, and I was the one running it.
All right, what? I missed that. I was learning on apps.
His computer's one.
Abs. I have.
Feels good.
I bet. All right, so the morning comes.
First, like I usually do.
You look over, you see Zeshi just
Well,
As long as you're not deadlifting my short time.
I was about to say he's always awake, so
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up and I'm going to attempt to deadlift the bed.
Zeshi's just out like a light, just sprawled out on it. Not even
give me a
waiting.
strength check.
I like these.
Baby.
Oh, baby.
That one.
Davi, Okay. You get on one side. Okay. Ha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha. You lift one side of the bed up. Zeshi, you roll out of the bed and go face first onto the floor.
So it's just like face plants on the floor. Just like slowly looks up, looks around, sees the bed like sideways. That's not. Why is this happening again? Just goes back on the floor.
It was a bad idea. We're gonna put Zeshi back in the bed and tuck her in. Like she's like flipped on her stomach now.
She's just like face first into the pillow.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
I don't know, there's something I could lift. Maybe a chair. I'll pick up a chair and just kind of do this with it.
Okay. As you're doing that, this very fuzzy orange and black caterpillar just crawls up from part of the leg you didn't see and just kind of inches its way onto one of your feathers.
Ew. Oh. Will help me lift the chair.
It
A little small for that.
looks like you should say I'm late for a very important date.
He sounds like Mr. Harriman from Foster Son for My Human Friends.
I'll just kind of hold the chair with one hand and fuck the caterpillar.
Sorry, what?
Pluck.
Yeah.
Pluck.
What?
Pluck.
Fuck. Pluck.
Okay.
What?
Your mind
You know,
in the
just-
gutter.
My mind wasn't in the gutter. I just misheard him.
That's my job.
Cedric, by the way, you did hear what sounded like rapid wood creaking and then tumbling, followed by a pause, followed by some more creaking, and then one of the doors opening. And ticking tacking of taloned feet walking downstairs.
Do I really want to know? No, I don't think I do.
No, I don't think
I'm just gonna be doing this with one hand. I'm gonna go, oh, I'm gonna pick up another chair with my other arm and just
All right. He does that. The rest of you start waking up.
Oh, no.
No.
Someone hasn't made coffee yet.
It's like
Someone hasn't made coffee, and now you have a bruised nose. So
the coffee I need.
you just gotta waft it near her. She'll pop right up.
He's smelling salts.
Coffee smelling stuff.
It was his name. Way to get that side stitch.
Okay.
She's just reading.
Side stitch. Your captain's gonna stick for you.
Clem, what about you?
I'm guessing we
Yeah. Leela's still asleep, snoring away. Yeah, pretty much.
I'll just tuck her in as I get up and then go and make some coffee. Breakfast for the folks.
You notice Davi deadlifting two of your chairs.
No, I put one down
One of your chairs.
Why are you deadlifting my furniture?
because having the muscles is good and the exercise is also good.
I dare you to go and try and pick up the name rock in the memorial garden.
And what?
Rock with all the names on it.
I didn't hear.
You will regret this. Davi will wrestle that rock.
Less.
He's gonna run out and try and find a rock.
All right, so you burst out the back door. It's not hard to find the name rock, honestly. There is a big rock over by just kind of generally near the orchard, right? I have a much smaller version.
It's in the
of that
garden in
you
the
gave me.
back.
It's right.
Hold on.
Hold the phone.
Um,
Hold the phone.
Old
Okay.
Hold the stick purse.
Old.
All right, well,
Everyone hold your phone.
it's on this old over here, but it's in the memorial garden. It's the name.
okay, that's fascinating. Okay. It is not hard to find. It is pretty big. It is out back.
Towers over you.
Would you say it's bigger than you thought?
Yes, by quite a bit.
This thing's easily 11, 12 feet tall. It is like quadruple your size, Davi. So, you grab it, right? And the second you touch it and you start pulling up, you start to hear what sounds like chirping,
Okay.
and you notice some crickets just sitting near the rock, just rubbing their legs together.
Okay.
And you hear from behind you creaking, something being thrown open, and you just hear, "What do you think you're doing?" You see fully like halfway out the window. You're not to touch that!
Ah,
Clem said no!
Clem said I could try and lift it.
I'm getting the wasps!
Why?
Those of you conscious can hear a lot of screeching.
God.
Trying to lift the name rock.
But what?
The name rock, the memorial rock with all the names of people who.
You say that as if any given person not from around
You've
here.
been in my garden like
Okay,
5 times.
Gee, what is big rock here? Oh, the name rock.
Look,
Relay just runs between you two. Enough arguing, he's touching the name rock!
Relay, calm down.
what?
Important lesson.
It. What?
He
What
won't
if he
be.
damages it?
He
You
won't
see
be able
this
to
here,
pick it
this
up.
chanting getting louder and louder.
What if he damages it?
You think he'll be able to damage it?
It's the worst he does. Shock it.
What's that going to do?
I mean, I didn't think he was going to shock the guard captain.
It's a rock, Philippe.
It's
It'll
dumb.
be
You
fine.
never know what to expect.
And if he
So
does
why are
break
you
it,
chancing it?
if he does break it, I'll make him pay for another one.
I don't think he has money.
He's got money.
People.
We're going adventuring, remember? It usually involves a lot of.
I can't wait.
We get paid for money. Money.
Just insist.
I was like, I thought you were trying to be a cricket.
It's Lazuli entry.
What? What?
Dobby meets Lazuli in a tree.
She's in a tree.
She's in a tree.
Leslie, I like you. You can be my adopted brother.
Lazuli becomes giant.
Maybe a cousin fits better.
You get
The whole reason she's up there.
I get my
Here's where you try this part of the trap. What are you looking at? What the hell?
I'm gonna try and get my bird hands underneath this rock.
Good luck.
Try and lift it.
You're looking at me like I'm going to ask you to roll. You can't do it.
Oh, I know. I didn't think
I am not going to ask for a roll that you can't pass. You heave, you ho. This thing does not budge.
Can I try and push it?
It doesn't move. It is thick.
It
It is solid stone.
It is in the ground partially.
It is not resting on the ground. You can see actually it is in the ground to a degree.
Yeah, for about maybe 20 minutes.
This thing is solid like Yargoth Cave.
Of trying this, I'm gonna come back puffy and puffy through the back door and go, well, Clam would have the problem if I had the belt. Dove could lift all the things.
Well, you don't
Fair
have
enough.
bells, but like it's that is the problem.
Yes, I know I don't have the belt. Everybody knows that Dove doesn't have the belt. But people, please know.
What do you need a belt for? You don't wear pants.
It's not about the pants! Oh,
Listen,
yes, with the belt!
you need a saddle for that.
You just hear from upstairs, shut up!
Sashi, coffee's ready.
Zeshi's like in her underwear, just like stumbles down the stairs, like didn't even get bothered getting dressed.
Put some clothing on, woman. There's children
Tommy
here.
wouldn't see that and go,
All like
Fucking.
comfortably lays eyes.
So she's just gonna like stumble on the table. It's like, where the fuck is the coffee?
Put clothing on and I'll give it to you.
So she's just gonna like look down.
Dobby is going
Where's the coffee?
Dobby is going to huck his lizard cloak at your chest. Just try and wrap it around you.
Lily's just standing there letting Clem cover her eyes.
So she just kind of like takes it off, like takes the cloak off, or just like haphazardly puts it on. There, dressed. Give me the coffee, damn it.
There's the pot, there's the mugs.
Someone-
I'm not leaving her side.
So she will actually glare at you.
Giant bird. Giant bird.
Eats it.
Come here.
Okay.
I can't see you, so you have to come here.
Walk over and
You-
kind of put
You
it.
responded to giant bird.
No.
No, I don't need you to touch me. You like to be clean, right? Give me one of your soaps.
Oh, okay. And he's just gonna reach into his coat.
He doesn't have his cloak.
He's got it as high that goes on his. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Zeshi
Yes.
extends the soap. 3 minutes.
What?
You said 3 bad words. That's 3 minutes.
So she's just gonna grab it, just like put the soap in her mouth and just leave it there, and then just like start pouring herself a cup of coffee.
Tastes the
Like anime girl with toast in her mouth, but instead it's a
Tastes-
bar of soap.
Just standing there, bags under her eyes, soap hanging out of the mouth. Just
It tastes surprisingly okay. Just like if it tastes surprisingly okay, so she's just gonna like start like unconsciously start munching on it.
how long practicing?
I suppose I can move my hand now that she's actually wearing something.
It's a cloak. It's a cloak made
Can't
for
talk to
Davi.
him, so
It's like
it's getting the torso. Okay. I mean,
How about you go outside?
not
or
to be
to the green room or something?
not to be rude. She's only wearing slightly less than you.
Shit.
Just hold it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Edma actually tactical nudity. Just like
It's
Sitting there naked, you can't see her though.
oddly shaped legs, not hands.
Got you there. I'm just curious why you're okay being in my presence with that. Is it a?
I'm a little more covered with
naked
fur, so
You do have the.
kind of always wearing pants in that sort of fashion.
Do you want me to just go in the other?
So she like starts like drinking the coffee, like and like munching on the soap at the same time.
Take it.
With bites leaking out.
So she like puts the mug down, grabs the pot, and starts drinking out of that.
Zeshi has the energy of the people at Ren Fair that take the soap samples, knowing full well they're soap samples and biting them anyway.
only in the mornings.
Only in the mornings. Once that coffee hits her system, she'll be like,
Yeah, she's like right now she's just drinking coffee straight out of the pot. She just put the mug away. After like she gets like halfway through.
funny coffee.
I'm just gonna put the pot down and walk back upstairs, like casually as possible, with slightly blushing.
She has a problem.
He also has good
I
taste.
think all of us do.
He also has good taste in underwear.
You hear a thud from upstairs.
Remind me exactly what mine is.
You don't wear pants.
You don't wear pants and you liquefy bodies.
Alright, that's not a problem, that's science. I don't wear pants because I can't.
Can't wear pants. It's not trying hard.
Look at my legs, Davi. They're covered in thick curly fur. They're what's the word?
Other
Kind
than
of
pants,
like-
I don't want
The-
They're digigrade?
Edma has thick fur. She wears
Yeah, I
thick
think
pants.
They're digigrade. So they're backwards like yours. See, my knees are back here. I have an extra bone.
Look at the special pants.
No!
Can I come back in? She just comes in carrying a vase of flowers. Okay. I don't know. Why don't you wear pants if you want a belt so bad?
Need to wear pants.
Then why does Clem?
If it's a problem for me to wear pants, it's a problem for you to not wear pants.
Davi's problem is he does not have the belt.
Davi's problem is that he can't get words right or take criticism.
That is tertiary problem to belt. Belt is primary problem.
What the fuck are you talking about? So she like comes back down.
That's another minute.
Don't talk about things you like.
That's another minute.
Understand lots of things.
So she's just gonna. So she's just be like, I'm still only half awake, but she's actually dressed now. I'm still only half awake. Where's the bathroom again?
Upstairs to the left, down the
I don't think the ones on the top in the bathroom is whatever you want.
So she.
Or you can use the options.
Bobby, can I have that soap, please?
Oh, you'll give me the one with the pipes taken out of it.
So she will walk back upstairs and start to go to take a bath.
Make it tasty on purpose?
Oh, it's more like, you know, if you actually get the soap in your mouth or your eyes and it's unpoisoned. But Davi kind of found a way to use the flowers and the berries to make it not as bad. You know.
I'm at 13%. And I still need to.
Do you have a USB-C?
Yes.
I got fast.
36. You're back on watch.
That's online.
Front door.
Back
Oh, I
room.
said, stop.
Kitchen door.
There's one in her hand.
Back.
No, it's just feature Google.
So is that one.
doors.
No,
This one's fast started.
So well.
It's longer.
Little big basement door.
Basement door.
Yeah.
Matt, can you be a little cheese gremlin and put me in?
Here, take my snake.
You're my brawl. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Don't break your chairs.
What?
I told my boyfriend and my roommate your cheese gremlin origin story, and they liked it. They thought it was funny. I mean, yeah.
Brie. Cheddar.
Anyway, I mean, they did it.
They did. They did it. Can't be upset at that. All right. Okay. Which just sets.
I thought you guys were the ones talking.
Wait, who was
I
talking?
don't know what else to talk about.
We can.
I mean, do you need like a massage or something?
No,
We
it's
need
just
to be going soon.
Yeah.
I'll go away once I lie down, but I can't really lie down.
Right. You guys are going?
Plan.
What was, I think that's the idea, but where are we going?
I don't know. Clem didn't tell me.
North.
What's north? You think that was north?
Misery or something?
No,
North is Miserian. We're also going to look for the missing brother. So keep an eye out of the general goods store owner in Ballard. I know it started with a T. And yeah, we'll go there. Not taking my donkey this time, so we'll have to go on foot until we're able to afford our own carriage.
Dogs can do lots of walking. But probably, yeah, well,
Like,
I don't know if that's probably any of your far, right? They'll kind of deep and clearly.
I mean, I typically walk next to
So
Ash.
she's trying to work answer. Like that.
Or just one like sitting next to you.
You can choose to stay here with the little one, or you can come with me on our adventures and help. Look at. Well, I can't really just say it right now.
You just go with your hand.
I'm just gonna start petting.
Probably gonna come with me then. He did have a night to make the decision, so I suppose if he comes with us, then that was his decision. If he stays, then that was his decision. Absolutely. I gave Lucky options.
Yeah.
That's his risk to take. He knows full well the danger. You saw how he dealt with that. It probably feels safer with us than if anything else. All right, let's go. And I'm going to find Lily and give her you be good to Moose.
Yeah,
Stay safe. Take it easy.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes, well, you too. So you've got the big job of running this place as much as you can. I don't want you to stress yourself and keeping yourself in good health. As best you can. Understand and have a good day.
And she's gonna wander over to one of the tables where there's just this little wicker basket with a string tied on top, and she's gonna walk it all over.
What's in it?
Dried fruits.
Well, thank you. You didn't have to do this. Appreciate it.
You need to eat if you're gonna be out.
Yeah, I'm doing. You can always buy food too. But thank you.
I mean, I wasn't gonna some bugs with you. You don't like them.
I don't dislike all bugs. Some of them I do.
Well, you don't dislike them, but you don't like. There's a bit. I mean, you don't really take something you're neutral to with you.
True. Need to conserve space.
Around the time you two are talking, Maurice walks in yawning. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I slept in.
Fine.
So she takes the pot and gives it to her.
There's none left to drink it all.
Oh, drink. No, that's what
She sets it down. That's over.
It's like, I'm
All right,
drink that.
no warning. If she doesn't come back in one piece, you'll all end up on my fucking table.
Hey, that's a minute. No,
I say she's not back in one piece.
Dove is not going
I'm
to
telling
die.
you.
Dove is going
If
to
she
be
doesn't
forever
come back
and
in
then
one
die.
piece,
Just making sure.
So she's just gonna. So she's just gonna walk up to Billy thing.
That was directed at yeah.
I know your secrets.
Can't kill Cedric, he's already dead. You can't double kill him.
Watch me.
Oh no.
It's called double tap. Very much. You take your hammer, you smash
My
it
point is, I am
so-
trusting you all with my best friend.
Whoa.
We've already trusted each other.
I can assure you.
But Clem is my best friend.
Davi,
Yes. I don't what the position.
speak close. No,
Yeah,
sir.
I swear on my
Silence. That's a tall ask. All right.
So she's just gonna walk up to Felipe. So she's just gonna walk up to Felipe and hold out her fist, like, we're still having that party, right, kid?
Yeah.
We're
You party with children.
gonna have a party when we get
I'm
back.
gonna have a party with everyone as long as, everyone comes back in peace.
I'm bringing you back all back alive, even if I have to drag your corpses.
Well-
It's already
Wait, I did put Clem in the corpse paste!
Can we
That's true. Hey, that is true.
can we get to this?
Well, as you start talking, Cedric, you're gonna get a hand on your scruff of your head, scruff of your neck.
Zeshu, we need to be leaving soon.
All right, let's go. And she's gonna start dragging Cedric out the door.
Goodbye, Maurice. Thank you for the threats.
Yeah. A hugger. You know. I mean, I meant it, but I'm not
So
going
she's a woman of her word.
I said
I should-
Backpack.
We could
We'll
cut
go
off
back
his
if you need
leg.
something.
How did his legs get cut
I'll
off?
send messages to you and
I would
Marie.
imagine they are just off.
Leave it to me.
But then we put you back together as
With more than one.
We'll cross that bridge when and if we come to it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I accidentally told her about the caterpillars.
Cross that cat. Cross that cat.
I thought you got rid of those.
I did. I'm mad about that. She put dung beetles in my contract chest. Dung beetles, Marie.
She's looking down at Valila, who's gone pale.
Not mad anymore. I just at this point I find it kind of rather amusing, actually.
She put stink bugs in my boots once.
Valile!
Just for the night. They were supposed to come out in the morning, and they did. They did before she put them on.
You need to get these
They were
bugs.
electrics too.
That doesn't
My
make it
favorite.
very easy to do much more.
You need to lie down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lie down. Or
Go on the down for that. Yeah, right there.
You can still hear us from the bed.
yeah, whether you can hear me or not, though.
We'll hear you. We'll hear you just fine. There you go. Go scooch out.
You want heat or you want electricity?
I think it's literally just a stretching of the muscle. All right, so you're all heading up.
Yas.
Yes.
All right.
Yas, queen.
All right then.
all,
You're going.
All of a sudden, the entire party's in Beverly Hills.
That's where I've been. Rolling. Gotta keep on
I heard
rolling.
Berlin. It's like, why do we want to be in Berlin?
Bratwurst?
For Linda?
Are we gonna take down the Berlin Wall again?
I
Okay.
think we're about maybe 40 years too late for that.
Yeah, okay.
It's more than 40 years.
Put it back up.
We're gonna put up the Berlin Wall to knock it down.
Well, we gotta wait 20 years first.
That's a lot of investment.
Look, okay, if the Germans could do it, we could do it.
So you want us to invade Berlin?
So you're all on the trail.
So Leona the Kenku.
So a Leon and a Kenku, a human, a former human, and the satyr all walk out of a town.
All debating on how to re-erect the Berlin Wall.
I believe that's just the two of you.
It's okay.
Berlin Wall too, electrically doing.
What would we call
Iron Curtain number 2.
after we make the wall? Because the other one's called Berlin 3, let them do 3.
Evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I was kind of expecting it. You're moving on.
Just fell on my lap.
I mean, you guys are finally out on the road once again.
Oh,
So anyone who felt stuck in one place, Seshi.
Yeah. Then she like gets out of the town, just immediately starts stretching. Finally.
what kind of animals do you see? Or
General woodland fare. There's some deer, a couple of squirrels.
Why look at me when you said squirrels?
Oh, I look around the table.
Does she have something in squirrels that I forgot?
No, not that I know of.
Fuck it. Then she sees a squirrel and just immediately starts going in a rage.
Sure, give me an attack.
Squirrel rage. For no reason.
There's like 9 feet.
Okay. You pierce the deer cleanly through the head.
Oh, that helped me clean that up.
Bring it over. Well, I got us dinner.
Lucky just walks over and starts sniffing it.
Oh, you came with.
He wants the bones, probably.
You can have all the bones you would like.
Just like salivating.
We're going to make big bonfire and char the deer on that.
We're going to cook the deer.
It's like cooking the deer.
We're not going to char it though.
That's how your guys will do it.
Sometimes people do things.
Lightning strikes every once in a while.
I could cook the deer with my lightning.
You ruined my meat and you'll be upset. I worked hard for it. I pulled the trigger and everything.
Pull the trigger.
Admiral will not respond and will just continue skinning the deer.
David would wrestle with deer. David
Okay.
wrestled lots
So-
of deers.
You're just full stopping for a moment to skin the deer?
Yeah.
All right. With two of you, it doesn't take too long.
Just want to prepare them so we have it ready.
So she's just looking out at this. It's like it's kind of nice having someone else do this for a change.
Well, I'm used to hunting. I'm usually used to hunting for myself.
Your sister. So she's normally a loader.
I suppose I could use deer skin to make blankets.
I'll get
ready. You wanted
to hold the meat to dog.
Could use it to make a cake.
Okay.
You were
But
saying you
Edmund
wanted
does use some of the thing to
deer
hold
skin
the
blanket.
some of the skin to hold the meat.
Okay. What do you guys do with the antlers?
I'll give you one of them, but I'm keeping at least half.
Those will be useful to turn into a dagger or a meat.
Okay.
I'm also working on a weapon.
Okay, you
So-
each have one antler.
I have an antler and a crystal antler.
That's true, you do.
I still have
Um,
that.
Now the important question. Do you relinquish the bones?
I will relinquish the bones, but I'm gonna hold on to all of them except for one. I'll give it to the dog like one at a time. I'll throw it.
So you throw it, Lucky chases it down, picks it up, looks at you, and just starts like rolling it as much as he can in his mouth.
These will do fine. They'll make for nice treats. Do you want to hold on to the bones? I feel like you're more in tune with the animals, so you might appreciate it more for me.
Sure.
Edmo will hand you a pile of deer bones.
Oh man, stupid bones.
Lucky just trots over to her. He's literally basically following the bag as it's switching hands.
Zeshi picks up the skull. I'm assuming you're not giving him the skull to chew on. Zeshi just picks up the skull and goes, "Alas, dear, I did not know him."
It was certainly not poetry, but
Alas, dear, I did not know.
I did not know him.
Oh dear.
I don't think the mic is picking you up from the bed.
We're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
the two people.
Players comfort over. As long as we can hear her.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're starting to get to that point. I think.
oh, we're getting to that point, don't you worry.
Good, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, as you're all moving down the road, who's in front?
I'll take the lead.
Okay. All right. Edma, you notice what looks to be the smokes of a campfire, a little off the beaten path. It's early.
Early?
Sun's high overhead.
And it just looks like it would be like a campfire.
Not a big one. It's not far off the beaten path. You'll
There might-
probably be able to see it as you pass by.
Yeah, there might be a camp open now, right? I don't know if you wanna stop by and say hello. Could be in the soup class.
Could be bandits.
Could be any number of things. We don't really know, but we are searching for people, aren't we?
I was gonna say it could be the people we're looking for.
Edna will start stripping her armor off.
Tactical nudity.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, you start doing that.
Then once I'm done that, I will slowly try and sneak my way over.
Roll yourself.
I would like to know I am naked.
Yeah.
Tactical nudity.
Tactical nudity. No
Naked-
disadvantage.
Naked stealth lion. What nice though.
It's an 11.
Okay, 11. It's a number. That is a stealth roll. So you start inching your way closer and closer to this campfire, and finally comes into view. There is a single dragonborn covered in bandages and bruises. And he just looks up, looks you dead in the eyes,
This is a naked Leonin.
Hello.
and he's got like, you think it's some kind of flora like hanging from his mouth. It looks kind of cooked, and he's just gonna
Hello there, child.
Get free randomly.
Okay, you look pretty injured.
no, I'm not okay. I'm talking to my hallucinations.
No, I'm very well, quite real.
Oh, it makes it worse.
I'm just assuming the rest of us are all just like laughing in the background.
You alone?
Right? I'm gonna turn around. I'm guessing nobody's followed me.
No, really.
No. We just see her strip naked and try to creep towards this. It's just like we just all hang back.
Yes, I'm alone at the moment. Well, I guess you're here, so no, I'm not alone.
Did you need something besides clothes?
What did this do?
Naked, just naked Leonin
does not count as
I'm sorry, this is very distracting.
His perspective, a naked Leonin just comes out of the woods. What has been
No hesitation.
Zero hesitation. Are you alone? No. Yes.
I feel like the questions would more be directed at you.
I'm sorry. I know you just asked. Why are you naked?
So, what exactly happened?
What? Do you hear the laughter? I thought you said you were. I thought you said you were alone.
It's an after effect. Just she's just nodding.
Okay, well, I
Actually,
like this because my town got sacked.
Clem's actually just a lot.
I'll be back shortly.
This
I'm
is-
gonna walk back over and start putting my armor back on.
Clem's actually.
Do you guys want to help somebody, or are you all gonna just?
What do you think? Should we help her?
I'm gonna just walk back over on my own.
I'm probably naked. I'm no better.
I was gonna say,
You're not actually naked. Is the difference? You have enough clothing.
yeah, so she's just gonna be like, should we all start stripping?
Do you make loud clinking noises every time you walk?
So she's just gonna like move around. Like then just the dress just switches back and forth.
Who knows? Maybe all that silk might hit together real hard. It might do.
You all just hear from the woods. Okay, you're definitely not alone.
You wait a moment.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I've been a lot better.
That's understandable.
Who am I talking to?
Who's the scaly man? Doesn't look like a dragon. It looks more like a snake with arms and the legs.
And you look more like a kangaroo than a giant.
I'm giant and you know it.
Okay, so you understand not to judge people by the
At
looks.
least the rest of you are dressed.
Davi is not judging the scaly man by his looks.
Oh, yeah, you found
Davi
both.
is judging the scaly man by his
What
face.
does it matter? It's for all people.
Yes, I admit, though you have to admit it's a touch distracting when a large naked woman just appears in the woods and starts asking questions.
Davi's going to slowly.
Weird if you
Davi
make
is
it
going
weird.
to slowly put a finger up to this man's mouth.
He is going to grab your wrist. Don't.
That is not nudity. It is technical nudity. It's very different.
See, he's learning.
And he's gonna whisper to this dragonborn. By the way, Davi does not think it's very different than actual.
I'm going to kick you harder than that horse.
No, he's whispering, so you can't. Unless you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can I kick this?
Give me a perception
But
check.
Davi does not think it's actually different.
Yeah, give me the perception
It
check.
makes
Let's see.
it feel a little bit better for Davi just kind of play along.
Cat ears for the win.
17?
Cat ears.
Yeah, you hear him. Cat's ears. Quite good.
What?
Anyway, my
Oh, you hear
name is...
in the
I'm just
background.
gonna look at you, son. Gallows.
Who's Galax?
Galax. Nice.
That sounds like something that you would say when you're throwing up.
Davi, don't make fun of his name.
Oh, his name is Galax?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great name.
So what happened to your town?
Stacked by a bunch of
A
cultists.
bunch of people put your town in a sack.
Created these magic items.
So, did they say anything about a storm approaching?
No, it's a storm
Yeah,
raging on.
actually. How'd you know?
Oh, a storm raging.
Huh, good luck.
Or where was your town?
Oh, they're dead. No, it's not.
What?
Town of the cultists.
Both.
I meant the cultists.
I mean, that's a plus. No. No, not at all.
How did they all die?
New Baron wiped them all out.
Who's the Baron?
Never seen him. Didn't stick around to try.
Maybe we could find the Baron. Do you think they put the town in the bags to put it in the bag for the sake of the box?
That's not how that works. No.
Let's
Look,
How are you doing on fruit?
he's just gonna look over at the cooked plant he threw down. Oh, are you sure?
Well, look, you're not going to be able to hunt too well for yourself without the extra meat.
We told you just throw me to bed.
You can
Davi
catch another one.
is going to give him a barf.
One to keep you clean, one to keep you fed. You're halfway to being civilized again.
Suppose that's true.
And he's also going to give him the deer pet.
Are you positive your town got wiped out, or is there?
No, I didn't say wiped out, sacked. They showed up. They started trying to peddle some goods. They asked the local blacksmith something about working for them. Got some bad answers and decided to just start wrecking the place. And apparently, in the dead of night, the Baron. Somebody got to them because their corpses were strung up in the middle of town, and suddenly a new Baron was announced to take power.
Oh. Do
I have no idea. We haven't seen him.
you think maybe Baron staged the thing and then he came in and solved the problem that he caused?
We didn't have a Baron before that, at least not a local one.
What was the name of your town?
LaFair.
Oh. Remember this?
Nice quiet place until that bastard took over. Talk about an iron fist.
Do you want to
I wouldn't go there if I were you.
do you want to come with us?
Not if you're going to LaFair.
Don't you want to take back your town and
Yeah.
help your friends?
Safety steak, have some food. So we get you to, enough.
Wait, was LaFair the one I knew, or was that a different one?
We didn't talk about it.
No, I knew
No, the one you knew was Lavinia,
Lavinia.
the religious town or city. Listen, I'm just heading a little bit west towards Thalor, and well, it can't be any worse. But seriously, y'all look kind of y'all look nice. Stay away from the fair.
It's okay.
So she's gonna.
You don't spark.
No, you
zippy zap.
you
You said.
You may go back down there to see what's going on. You have to solve.
you don't understand. Adventurers are banned. The Baron hates them.
Well, then we'll just say that we're not adventurers. We're merchants.
I'm not. I could be.
I'm not either.
How does your Baron define adventurers?
Live with me. There's even a chance.
We could arrive at different times.
One showed up. There was one who showed up shortly before I left.
Have different cover stories.
Travelers.
As long as you're not there to do mercenary work, it seems fine, but the town guard keep an eye out. They answer to him now. At least I think it's a thing.
You haven't heard anything today.
We'll figure it out.
Everyone who's referred to him just says the Baron.
Sounds like this Baron needs to get an ass beating. Damn, that's a weird.
I would have loved to myself if I even knew where he was.
A way of finding out things.
I mean, listen, if you do end up there, which you shouldn't, and you do decide to try to find the Baron, which you shouldn't, I did hear a rumor he was holed up in an old mill.
I have a theory where more you try not to do like something joy than you got that something. We just planted that whole violence.
Hang on. So she's gonna think about it. Yeah, an old mill. Hey, Dobby, you want to burn another building down?
It's partially because I wanted to kick his ass, but I'm also can't in good conscience ask you.
Well,
Because I don't want 5 bodies on my conscience. Wait. 5 bodies on my conscience.
Davi has the lightning on his side, and Davi accidentally got somebody who didn't deserve it. But Davi feels nothing for the people who do deserve it.
I'm just the son. It's not as we sure things go on.
Listen, Galkits, goldfish. Your town is in good hands.
No, it's in the Baron's hands, which are
Yeah, well, eventually it will be.
petty, angry, and petulant.
Will eventually be in our hands, and then we'll give it back to whoever's hands are more responsible.
So we're currently heading north. Which direction is your town?
Maybe I'm gonna double check your notebook so I don't say the wrong thing. Is that all right? Right. Thank you. Just want to make sure.
What asshole all these maybe?
I don't know.
Southeast
He's still
from
here.
It could be any one of
It
us.
could be any one
It
of
could
us.
be you. It could be me. It could even be.
When I'm at the, one out of every 30 men is gay. And yet the 30 man ocean could be the only one.
All of you.
You should also keep your heads out. Lord knows what happens if that bastard tries to expand.
Well, we won't let that happen.
I know this bastard. If I ever saw his face, you'd be damn well believe he would not be standing. Broken nose, bare minimum.
What's up,
The
man?
looks of it. So if you want to stand in anything.
No. he put a lot more emphasis on buffing up the guards than repairing any of the houses.
You should relax and get some rest.
But do these
Yes, what did you say? No, Savior. I'm good enough for well.
do these,
I think there's a medicinal town not far from here. I can stop in.
do these guards, do they wear metal armor?
Some of them.
Oh, they're so fun.
So as you start
Yeah,
crackling her
that's
thing.
Yes. Now, by the tree.
You know, the text don't guess that bad.
See?
It's actual soap. Darby make it himself.
You smell like deer dog.
No, Darby smell like gooseberry.
Anyway, I thank you for the information. You've been quite helpful. We haven't had a concrete lead on these people for a while, so maybe your Baron could point us in the right direction.
Well, if he is in fact the one who fried those guys, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's snack food.
Tyler. Tyler.
No, I don't get it either. I got full. I'm like,
Who? Knows that she's a sorcerer.
it's in his blood.
I don't know, how much of this did I eat? How much of this did everyone else pick up?
I haven't touched it.
I had like a handful.
I ate a couple chips.
Yeah, I had a couple of
Oh.
Look, I appreciate your guys' kindness, but trust me, it's not worth throwing your lives away to.
Well, keep that in.
The dead one laughs.
Thank you.
Throwing your lives away, the dead one laughs.
Stay safe.
I'm gonna be running back. I was in my life like that.
We're leaving. We're probably going to that town and kicking the full death, right?
Well, we have to change directions if we wanted to do that. I think we're still heading into misery or whatever.
But we're going to put on the list, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
I wrote down vaguely where it was.
Maybe a good thing to come back to when we're a little more experienced.
I'm gonna zap that man.
We'll get our chance.
Hee
And I guess we have that.
All right. We continue on for a little bit.
While we're like walking away, he said at one point, "You look nice," right?
Yeah.
She's just like, as we're walking away, just is gonna like elbow you, Edma, and said, "See, you liked it." Thought you looked nice.
Alright, I'm getting out of this conversation.
It was not interesting.
She's just gonna start laughing.
Some of us have more important things on our minds.
Yes.
Kink.
I'm not even call that one.
Why did you just call that shit skunk?
Hey, work.
Quick question: is anybody opposed to a small time skip? That was all I had planned for the work.
I mean,
That's fine.
All right,
I'm fading.
I am keeping an eye on it.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm asking about a time skip.
Okay.
I'm getting fatter by the second.
No, I mean that's going to happen whether we continue or not.
I'm getting fatter by the second.
So, you all, you're in more of a grasslands area now. Most of the trees are a little more sparse, and you finally come to a settlement that you could see in the distance. And coming closer, the one very noticeable thing in this town is a massive building. It is brightly colored. There are signs all over it. There is a big wooden sign out front that says the Gilded Villa. And the rest of the town is completely empty. Save for a single person standing out front of one of the stores sweeping. And he's just gonna glance up at you all. Hi. And we're gonna end off there for the week.
All right.
All right.
We actually had someone watching the stream with this week, a friend of mine. RJ was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Tyler, get on camera.
It's on camera? All right.
What, when I told you about the block?
What?
All right. I'm gonna start doing this.